Known at the Ronald Webster Park. It's the Masters against Foreign Stars. Foreign Stars will be batting and the Masters will be on the field. Umpire John is here with us, just about to start. Who come in? Let me say good afternoon to Brian here. He's with us this afternoon. He'll be doing the ball by ball, and I'll be his commentsman for some time. Good afternoon, one. Good afternoon, all. It's a beautiful afternoon for cricket here. The sun is air conditioning at this time, but it's still quite hot here at the Ronald Webster Park. Good afternoon, Doc.
Good afternoon to all of those taking our coverage via various mediums, whether via radio or on YouTube. It's going to be a very good game. The Masters, they are taking on the Foreign Stars. The Masters lost the toss. They've been put into the field. Foreign Stars opting to bat first. And it is going to be an interesting decision for the Foreign Stars as to who is going to open the battle. We've had some debate and some back and forth as to who's going to open with Dion Burton. And it looks like they've gone back to Singh, who started the tournament as the opener. He came out for a while. They've gone back to Singh, it looks like today, to open the batting. So it will be Singh and Burton possibly who will be taking a strike first. The Masters, they are in the field. Burton just waiting on his partner, standing at the edge of the boundary rope here at Long On. Umpire Josiah John is in the middle. Not quite see the second umpire just yet. And no, it will not be Singh. It's Rachel Cyril who will open the batting as well. So Singh will not be doing the opening duty today. Rachel Cyril is going to continue as the opener. They've opened the last couple of occasions. He's back there as well. Two left-handers. Cyril more of a strike of the ball. And of course you have Burton, very strong, pushing and cutting behind square. Very strong off the back foot. Typical wicket-keeper batter. Just the one umpire out there right now, so it looks like someone else will be doing the umpiring job of that square leg. I can't quite see who it is who's doing the umpiring at square leg right now. Unavailability of our other regular umpires.
Yeah, I'm trying to make out who is the next umpire, but he is well clothed down.
Broad hat, got to see his face, has on shades as well.
Is this one?
It is going to be the Masters opening the bowling from the central, the commentary box end actually, usually from the central polyclinic end, but it's the commentary box end for a change where the bowling will start from, as Dion Burton is going to take first strike. Who's my 24?
It looks like Olivia.
This one, Olivia, is going to be doing the honors of bowling the first delivery of this encounter today.
Yes, it's Olivia.
Yes, and he has a deep third man and a deep point. It's a deep point and a deep third. The point goes over toward the cover point position now. So yes, they are under the presumption that Burton's going to be trying to hit square of the wicket. Cross ball guided into the leg side, and Burton immediately off the mark with a single. He's going to bring right here Cyril to strike. Cyril, another left-hander. As Desmond Olivier needs to get his ball outside the line of the off stump. This is a very offside heavy field. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the offside. A very packed offside ring as well. Olivier to bowl to Cyril down the leg side, and the keeper can collect it cleanly. They'll scamper through for a single as well, and it will be wide, called and signaled by the umpire. Just one legal delivery ball, 3 runs here for the Foreign Stars. As it brings Dion Burton back to strike. Olivier, right arm around to bowl to Burton. Burton is getting this one off the outer portion of the bat, running down toward the third man boundary, and it will be 4 runs. Dion Burton with the first boundary of the day. Scores on to 7 in the course of over number 1.
Yes, it was an excellent shot here by Burton. He opened that face, and that ball raced that man down on the third man boundary. Had no chance of cutting it off. It was 4 runs all the way. Beautiful shot by Dion Burton.
Wasn't afraid to freeze arms there and the power play. As skipper Musimba Bowen is having a conversation there at mid-off with his bowler Desmond Olivier. Olivier into his run now to bowl to Dion Burton. Burton's clipping this one down behind square. There is no one on the boundary there, and the square leg fielder can only watch as it races into the boundary. That's 4 more runs to Dion Burton. Burton up to 9 already. It's up to 11 here in the course of over number 1. We're only halfway through the first over.
Yes, and it's going very freely here. The ground is very quick indeed. There is some pace in that track, you have a lot of pace here in that track this afternoon. And
here comes Olivier again to bowl to Dion Burton. Burton is going to loft this one. There's a man on the boundary down there. He doesn't come for it. He stood his ground, let it bounce. Didn't make the effort to come in forward. Burton survives. That was an opportunity. Melvin Brown down there on the cover point boundary opted to let the ball bounce. Olivier now to bowl to right heel Cyril, and to this delivery Cyril is driving this one, coming off the outer portion of the bat, running down to the third man fielder, where he will pick up a single. Cyril's first run of the day. The score is on to 13 here in the course of this, the first over. Very good over for the Foreign Stars, as it brings Dion Burton back to strike. Burton already up to 10 in this, the first over. Burton 10, Cyril 1. Couple wides as Desmond Olivier gets into his run quickly to bowl to Dion Burton, and Burton trying to carve one through the offside. It will be no run taken by the keeper cleanly. That's the end of over number 1. A very good over for the Foreign Stars. It's 13 for no loss.
yes, it's a very good over indeed for the Foreign Stars. 13 without loss in 1 over here. Desmond bowled a few wides here, and he was struck for 3 boundaries here by 2 boundaries by Burton here, and they'll be scoring at a very healthy rate, 13 per over.
The Masters will need to stem the tide right now, because the Foreign Stars are off to a very good start. Masters playing with just 10 on the field right now, so they are missing a man the leg side, but it didn't really matter on that over, because most of the boundaries came on the offside. As it seems like it will be spin from the Central Polyclinic end. Seems to be the man,
John Jeffers.
Bobby Blacks, who's coming in from the Central Polyclinic end. John Jeffers, known as Bobby Blacks to all of us here in Anguilla. Very good off spinner, trying to get his field right. Again, they are playing a man down in the field, so he's in discussion with his captain. He wants his backward square to come in front of square. It's It's a long on in place, and now the mid wicket is going a few steps square as well. Long on and a very square deep mid wicket. There's going to be John Jeffers. No one behind square. Has to be very accurate. He's into ball to Raquel Cyril. It's down the leg side. It's wide. Clipping 4. Adjusted. He has to be very accurate, but he was not. He threw that one down the leg side. Luckily for him, Cyril didn't make contact. Jeffers again. Again down the leg side. Again, luckily for him, Cyril can't get his bat to it. Four wides thus far. This is just the second, only first over. Second over hasn't started just yet. Again down the leg side. This time Cyril makes contact. It will get there for 1. They're coming back for a second as the man from third man will come over the field, and Burton now comes back for 3. That's very good running by those two openers. Cyril up to 4. The score is on to 18. 18 with just 1 delivery ball in the second over.
Yes, it's a very healthy scoring here by the foreign stars. 18 in 1.1 over.
Jeffers again to ball to Burton, and now Burton pushes back down the track toward the leg side. There will be no run as Bobby does the fielding himself. Jeffers again, right arm over the wicket, the ball to Burton. Burton just pushing now toward the long on region. There's a single in there that will be taken. Burton calmly up to 11. 19 the score here in the course of over number 2. There's Jeffers again into ball to Raquel Cyril. This one outside line of the off stump. Cyril tries to cut. Ball didn't bounce as high as he anticipated it to. There will be no run. Jeffers again. Cyril, not much foot movement, just guides it into the leg side. It's very athletic feeling there from the man at square leg. Restricts them to just 1. Burton back to strike. Man goes behind square now. John Jeffers. To this delivery. Burton is back and pushing towards short extra cover. Again, there's no run on offer. Very tidy over outside of the wides from John Jeffers. At the end of 2, it's 20 without loss.
Yes, they're scoring exactly 10 runs and over, and this would put them in the region of 200 if they continue in the way that they are going here. The wicket is playing very even today. Pace is in it, and spin is in it. Whatever you put out, you are going to get it today. It's
an Anguilla wicket. If no matter what you do, there's something in there for everyone. There's spin in the track, there's pace in the track, and the ball will come out very evenly as well. There's no uneven bounce, so the batters can get something out of it as well. Olivier again, he's very fast into his run-up. The ball to Cyril, and Cyril carves this one through the offside. That's going to be 4 runs.
Yes, it was a beautiful stroke. Bit the inside cover, and that the man on the boundary had no chance. He only went there to retrieve it. It's a very good shot by Cyril.
Carve that one through the cover region. The inner ring could do nothing but watch it sail past. The man on the cover boundaries come just a few steps straighter. Olivier to ball to Raquel Cyril, and Cyril absolutely levers one. Well stopped there by John Jeffers at cover, but they do get a single. That was very well timed by Raquel Cyril. Burton on strike. It's Olivier to ball to Burton, and Burton again. Not much foot movement at all from Dion Burton today. Very content to stand on leg and just swing his arms at it. There is no run on offer there. Olivier again at the turn, the top of his mark. Past the umpire to ball to Burton. Burton now with a back foot punch down toward the cover boundary. The man over there will do the fielding. But Burton does come back for 2. They're tying the ball very well, these two openers. Timing the ball extremely well. It's a good back foot punch. Olivier again. To ball to Burton. Burton drives it straight to short extra. There's no run there at all. When do you see Simba? When are we going to see Simba? Didn't open the bowling today. Olivier bowls a full toss, and again, Norfolk movement there by Burton. Just swung his arms at it. He missed out on a freebie, really. End of the over at the end of 3, 27 for no loss.
Yes, it's very good going here by the Foreign Stars. 27 in 3 overs. That is still a very healthy rate of scoring here. Very good going by the two openers, Rickle Cyril and Dion Burton. Very good day for cricket here at the Ronald Webster Park. A very even field. No, it's not breezy like last week Sunday. A very still breezes, nothing too much to trouble anybody.
Jeffers will continue. Cyril, a rather fearless cricketer. Doesn't battle the helmet at all. Likes that broad hat. He liked the broad hat, right, Kill Cyril. Very old school. It's John Jeffers to continue from the polyclinic end. Right arm over the wicket. And the ball to Raikil Cyril. For this delivery, Cyril is driving through the offside. He will get a single. That's Cyril's 11th run. Burton 13. The score is 28. In the course of over number 4. 28 for no loss. So it's John Jeffers again to bowl to Burton. Again, Burton rather content. And now, the bail is down. The bail is down. Was he bowled? Was he bowled? Umpire John doesn't know. Looking to his square leg umpire. The keeper is asking the question. The backward square leg fielder is asking the question. John is asking the square leg umpire, was he bowled? Did the ball take off the bail? Or was that the job of the wind?
Well, at our vantage point, we don't know if the wind did it or if the ball did it. But something happened. Or the wicket keeper.
The keeper's gloves take off the bail. Either way, the bail is down and the question is being asked. Josiah John. He's asking us. We don't know either. We need a third umpire. And it looks like Dion Burton is walking. Dion Burton has walked. John Jeffers has the breakthrough. Burton goes to 13. Bowled by John Jeffers. It's 28 for 1. As we say in cricket, I'm saying football, sorry, we need VAR. In cricket, we need a third umpire.
Yes, that is good sportsmanship here by he walking. After the confrontation, he walked out. That's good sportsmanship on the part of Dion Burton. Now we see Singh is going to partner Rickle Cyril here for the Foreign Stars. 28 for 1, a good breakthrough by John Jeffers.
Need to go back and look at this one to see exactly what happened. No one knew whether the ball hit the stumps. Did the keeper take off the bail? Did the wind take off the bail? Going back to look at the replay. Jeffers bowled the ball. I think he's bowled. Looking at the replay, I think the ball clipped the outside of the off peg and the bail came off. Looking at that replay again, I think Burton made the right decision in walking because he may be bowled. Got a very nice slow motion replay for a mega shot 54. I think the ball took the off peg. I think the ball may have just taken that off stump.
Yes, replay from Mega Charles 54 shows that he's out, bowled by John Jeffers. Yeah. So it will be John Jeffers to continue into Singh.
Very good sportsmanship there by Dion Burton walking because he was bowled. Replay confirmed it, he was bowled. Singh now out to partner Michael Cyril. Jeffers is into bowl now to Singh, and Singh is back and pulling into the leg side. There'll be no run on this occasion. Jeffers, right arm over to bowl to Singh, and now Singh is guiding it down to a third man, a shy at the stumps, just missing there. It was a very, very tight run that Singh took, but he's off the mark. Jeffers has bowled a very tight spell. Just 2 off the over thus far. Cyril back on strike. After an over that went for 30 in the first, they've done well. 7 and 7 again. And Jeffers bowling to Cyril, and Cyril is cutting. But well fielded there at cover. This time there is no run on offer. Jeffers. And now Cyril pushes it down to the leg side. Again, there is no run. Very, very tight over there by John Jeffers. Just a 2 off it. It's 29 without loss.
29 for 1.
Yes, indeed, for 1. Still, Burton is gone. He was bowled in that over. Wicket falling at 28 on the scoreboard. It's 29 for 1 after 4.
Yes, that was a very good over by John Jeffers here. We see spinning still in that wicket here. Beautiful delivery indeed here. Clipping the off stump of Dion Burton. And we are 29 for 1 foreign stars batting. Very good. Yes. I wouldn't know this.
Olivier will continue, it looks like. And now the umpire has arrived. The actual umpire, the actual other umpire has arrived.
It's there.
Looks like Ralph Hodge has come out to do the umpiring duty. He's going to stand at square leg in this over. As Desmond Olivier will continue from this, the commentary box end.
Yeah, right then. Okay.
Olivier again, the deep third man.
I don't remember.
But all the point is in the ring. 3 in the leg side. Olivier into ball to Singh, and Singh is fishing at one outside off stump. There's no run on offer there at all. Not a good shot there either, just poking a bat out. Again, no real foot movement by these batters. Content to stand their ground and poke the bat out at it. Olivier again. The ball to Singh. Singh is back and cutting absolutely elegantly through backward, point for 4.
Yes, that was a very good shot by Singh. He just opened that face, a very good cut shot indeed. And into the boundary it went for 4.
That's well played there by Singh. Very well. This time he uses foot movement to get back right onto his stumps because Oliver's not generating too much pace. So he got right back onto his stumps and dispatched it to the boundary. Olivier again to bowl to Singh. It's short and this time punched away down toward the backward point region. The third man boundary will come across and do the fielding. They do scamper through for a couple. The score has moved up to 35 in the course of over number 5. Desmond Olivier into his run up to bowl to Singh, and Singh is pushing straight toward a cover point region. There is no run on offer. Olivier again. Right arm over the wicket to bowl to Singh, and Singh carves this one, but straight to cover. There will be a single on offer there. That's a bit of a misfield, so Singh took one. Score moves on to 36. Morton gone on 13, bowled by John Jeffers. Cyril is on 11, been 11 for a bit now. Singh is 8. A few wides as well. 36, the score is 36. It's an offside packed field to right kill Cyril. And now a change. Third man is in. Long off in place. Olivier to bowl to right kill Cyril, and Cyril absolutely levels the ball. There's a man to cover boundary. He only gets a single. But Cyril is timing the ball extremely well right now. That's the end of the over. At the end of 5, it's 37 for 1.
Yes, that's very good going still by the Foreign Stars at 37 out of 5 overs. Still good going, still they manage 150, 160, thereabout. And after this coming from me, Frankie Clarkson will be joining Doug Bryan after 6. Well, I'm still here after 6. You will hear the voice of Frankie Clarkson, veteran commentator, sportsman, here with us today. Kali is feeling some pain and still fixing. Here, you see the masters, they are in their 50s. They are not young like Doc Bryan and myself.
I like how you look the two of us together in that comparison. You saw the Masters, they had Akimel Rogers doing wicket keeping duty for them when Cali Rogers was out. No Akimel available today. Haven't seen him for a while actually. As Jeffers will continue to end the power play. Cyril 12, Singh 8. Burton gone for 13. Ralph Hodge now standing at the Central Polyclinic end. Set to do his umpiring duty. Five-4 field. Jeffers into bowl. Cyril drives it down to a long on, and there will be just a single. Looks like the Masters have their full quota. Looks like the Masters now have their full quota of players. Well, I can't count. But I just saw a 5-4 field, and a 5-4 means that there's 9 fielders out. They played with 10 for a bit. They now have their full quota. Singh on strike now. Jeffers right arm over to bowl to Singh. Singh looking to pull, and he has been knocked over by the wily veteran John Jeffers. Jeffers 2 wickets, both bowled. Singh gone for 8. It's 38 for 1. For 2, sorry, 38 for 2.
Yes, Singh tried to manufacture a shot that was not there. He threw everything at that shot, but of no avail, made no connection, and he was bowled by John Jeffers here. Very good delivery by John Jeffers.
Jeffers has 2 wickets. He's knocked over that stump both times. I think he likes that stump, the one furthest to my left. It was Burton's off stump. It was Singh's leg stump. Harris, the new batter now. Harris is a very capable batsman. Talented, able to strike the ball well when required as well. And he'll be joining Right Silver, who's been timing the absolute cover off the ball, but just picking out fielders. He's just on 13. An absolute bumper of a clash yesterday if you missed it. Revolution won the game with 1 ball to spare. 1 solitary ball. I think it was a dropped catch, and they ran 3 that they needed. They did 3 off 2. It was a dropped catch, and they ran the 3. Jeffers, the wily veteran, has another left-hander to contend with. And back to 2 left-handers. Harris, a young man. He's got rid of the experienced Burton John Jeffers. Harris doing his gardening work, taking his time. Doing everything possible for a batter. Now, taps away, waits on the umpire to lower his arm. As Jeffers sets his field, the extra cover goes back a couple steps. Jeffers now into bowl to Harris. Down the leg side, call and signaled a wide by umpire Hodge. Jeffers floats one up. Harris pokes it back down the ground, and he will get a single. Brings Cyril back to strike. Jeffers, the ball to Cyril, again down leg side, again a wide call is signaled by the umpire. Jeffers again. Now Cyril drives it straight back down the ground. No run on offer. And now Cyril going for a big hee-ho. Missed everything somehow, but the keeper's pads, I believe. That's not a good shot at all by Cyril. He's still on 13, right, Cyril. It's 41 now, 41 for 2. Jeffers the ball to Cyril. Bit of turn on offer. Cyril drives down the ground. Picks up a single. Cyril moves to 14. That's the end of the over as well. And at the end of over number 6, power play is complete. It is 42 for 1.
Yes, it's very good. Still very good going by the Foreign Stars. It's 42 for 2 here at the Ronald Webster Park here. Cyril threw everything he had on the previous ball and did not make any connection. At my reckoning, if he had connected, we would have to go to the market to find that ball. Because he threw everything he had. Let me say good afternoon to John Millington and Frank Rickardson. Good afternoon.
That ball may have ended up in Ashley's ground. Ended up all the way down at Ashley's. That's how hard he swung at it. There will be a change in bowling. Masimba Bowen is going to take up the attack. Bowling the skipper, a right-arm pace bowler. Harris with a solitary run. Singh gone for 8, Burton gone for 13, Cyril is 14. Umpire just signaling that the power play is over. But only the 3 men out right now for the Masters. They only opt to have 3 men out outside the circle. Simba into ball. This one coming off the inner portion of the bat. They want a single! And Harris gets there just in time. So up to 15 brings Harris back to strike. The score up to 43 in the course of over number 7. Simba, a right arm, medium fast, over the wicket to bowl to Harris. Harris is somehow blocking a ball back to the keeper. I don't know how he gets through that. He blocked the ball, and the ball went through to the keeper. That's how late he got down to the pace of that delivery. The angle of the bat was such, and the ball came down and went straight to the Kelly Rogers behind the stumps. So we'll say a pleasant good afternoon to Frankie Claxton.
Good afternoon to you and to all our listeners.
It's Simba Bowen again. Into ball to Harris. It's a short ball. It's top edged and it will get down to the fine leg boundary for 4. That's the dangers of bowling with such pace without a fine leg.
It has been missing all matches that we have seen here most times. I can't consider that being reasonable. I don't know what kind of thinking that is. And it's a fast ball at that.
You're bowling that fast. The power play is over. There's no short fine leg and there's no deep fine leg. You've packed your offside field, but you're going to bowl short. So what do you expect to happen? There's a man, a short backward square. Put him on the rope. Simba again. The ball to Harris. It's a lot fuller, full toss in fact. And Harris will get 1 and they'll come back for 2. The score's on to 49. 49 here. 49 the course of over number 7. It's a Simba Bowen. Right arm over the wicket. The ball to Harris. Much better length. Harris can only push it back down the track for no run. I much prefer that length there for Simba with this field placement.
Yes.
Can't afford to go short. Can't afford to go too full either. On there, about a good length. Not quite back of a good length, which is Simba's ideal length. Needs to get to more back of a good length. It's Simba. Into ball to Harris. That one yorked him really. Couldn't get the bat down in time, but it wasn't directed at the stump. That's the end of the over. Harris survives a couple scares. It's 49 for 2.
49 for 2. Luckily for him, that ball was ill-directed. Had it been directed on the stumps, as it did with the slow delivery earlier, when Harris ended up getting 2 runs, I think this one would have been a goner. A proper Yorker, played it into the ground. He got a slow one off the pads. He got 2 off of it, and then a nice Yorker again, but that one missing the stump, basically like a 6 stump. Had it been more direct onto the off stump itself, I think Bowen would have been rewarded with a wicket. I still don't understand though why he was bowling without a fine leg.
This is not Test cricket. Even Test cricket is a deep fine leg. Jeffers to continue the ball out, and Cyril drives one back over the bowler's head. A couple bounces into the rope. That's 4 runs.
Now that looked like the Cyril I saw yesterday. But the earlier batters, Morton, who batted beautifully yesterday, Singh batted beautifully yesterday, seemed to have had a night out. Singh made 37. Morton got off to a flamboyant start and got out early. He was caught for 13. And Cyril went through to make a half century. Now he's showing where he would have left off from yesterday. So we'll see how his partner Harris will fare.
Down the leg side, call and signal the wide by the umpire. The Four Stars batting lineup suddenly looks very dangerous on paper, but they still have Keithstone-Charles in the hut and Ashley White as well.
White didn't do much yesterday.
Cyril drives on the ground and gets a single.
Keithstone batted well yesterday, but threw away his game. You know, Harris batted later down. He came out early today.
Yes, I guess they wanted to save the more powerful hitters for a bit later down in the innings. Now on the leg side again, it will be a wide again. Jeffers has been guilty on a few occasions of dropping it down the leg side. Naughty, very naughty there. 56 the score now. 56 in the course of this, the 8th over. Jeffers the ball down the leg side again, wide again. Not good enough at all there by John Jeffers, giving away runs, leaking runs. What a good end to his spell. This is his final over, John Jeffers. Right time over the ball to Harris. Harris slices one, it gets past the extra cover fielder. It will get near the rope. And it'll only get 2. Not good running at all between Cyril and Harris. It should have been 3 at the very least. They will only get 2. Harris didn't time it well at all. Jeffers. The ball to Harris. Harris backhand punching into the offside. And the shy at the stumps. Appeal going up. Umpires uninterested. Harris in the double figures. He is on to 10. The score is down to 59. 59 here in the course of over number 8. Very good start for the Foreign Stars. The platform to get around to 160 if they want to.
If they continue the momentum yesterday, when Cyril was joined by Singh, they were going helter-skelter, and then they fell away. We thought they would have made more runs, you know. So we'll see what happens.
Here comes Jeffers. The ball to Cyril again down the leg side. This time keeper Rogers can't get his glove to stop it, but he does parry it. And they come through for a run. So that's 2 runs added to the total. Score moves on to 61. 2. Couple wides by John Jeffers.
I'd like to know the tally of wides.
It's too much. I'll tell you in a moment. I will tell you in a moment. And I think most of them have been bowled by John Jeffers.
Yes.
Flight is driven down the ground, and it will split the 2 fielders down there. Very well timed by Harris. That's 4.
4 good-looking runs, straight drive. That's a drive I'd like to see. At any time, any day. Beautifully played by him. He's carrying on from where he left off yesterday.
16 off that over. Very, very expensive by Jeffers. At the end of 8, it's 65 for 2.
65 for 2. And good going here by the Stars. They would need to build on top of that at the end of 8 overs. Yesterday, they had a good second wicket partnership between Cyril and Singh. And then they fell away till Harris came in. And they actually just barely won the game. Good morning to you, my good friend. Well, good afternoon.
It is afternoon indeed. Good afternoon
like
to you.
I had a
You're
night
still-
out like Sing and Morton.
You're still in a celebratory mode, I recognize. The West Indies have won, and so you're still very much in a celebratory mode. It is.
My celebration can't be my celebration you're talking about. My celebration is for Casey Carty. You should know by now, John.
And Casey Carty, as we would have alluded to, should be in
The test
West Indies, a test and a 50-over team a long time ago. I'll say good evening to all those who are taking our broadcast. It's good to be in your company again. It's going to be Masimba Bowens from this Commentator's Booten to continue to Raquel Cyril with the score on 65, 66 the score tells me.
Say good afternoon to Casey's parents over there in St. Martin.
The man Keith Carty, of course, right from here. Here is Masimba Bowen to bowl to. That's a naughty looking shot by Cyril.
Yes.
Giving himself room to play that one through the offside. That one wasn't too far from the off stump. Not a good looking stroke at all by Cyril. We saw he played an innings yesterday, Frankie. Really composed innings. He kept his team together. When wickets were falling around him, he kept his head on and he scored some 53 not out. Here is Masimba Bowen with number 6 on his back. Turns at the top of his mark, walks and breaks into his run. Passes umpire John Bull to Cyril. Cyril's driving on the full. Down to long off. Oliver is in attendance. Gets one. Is Cyril sends the return to the bowler. Can't get more than one. That is Cyril. He moves to 21, and the total to 67. 67 for 2. 67 for 2. Well, at the half mark yesterday, and they were 62.
Yes.
And they amounted some 60 more runs from the final 10. Simba ball to Harris. Harris is pushing this one up to mid-off. Oliver Field can't stop the single. Harris moves on to 15 and the total moves on to 68. 68 for 2.
Good afternoon to Carl and Sons, Keith and Angela. I said earlier, I must comment because the last innings before yesterday's innings was 80 plus for the young man.
As we watch Masimba Bowen bowl to Cyril. Cyril is flashing at this one. Outside line of the off stump. Gets the one down to third man. And a fumble. Could have seen a second run, but very sloppy cricket by Cyril. He continued to play this kind of cricket. Lazy running between the wicket. He plays a shot and satisfied for 1. This is not good cricket at all by Cyril. But they need to be put in the field, and it's the Masters you're playing against. Put them under pressure and look for 2 runs. There were always 2 runs down to third man.
Yes.
The man wasn't attacking. The fielder wasn't attacking the ball. He was awaiting the ball to just come to his hand, and then he fumbled it. Here is Harris pushing this one again. This can be dangerous. Oh, and Charlie stretching his hand out and didn't get it in his hand. And had it, that could have been a dangerous for the man Harris.
Yes. Charlie continues to show his agility for his age. A lot of that is needed elsewhere. I say no more.
Score moves on to 70. Cyril is on 22. Harris is on 16. Here is Masimba Bowen to bowl to Cyril. Oh, got one that is allowed appeal. Appeal goes up, not out, says the umpire. And was that bat? It seemed to have been all bat.
Hard on it.
Yes.
Previous over, he bowled 3 of those deliveries. One outside the off stump, one the batter, the same Harris, hit into the ground and went to the keeper, and one of Foolish, which he played into the onside. Good bowling by Masimba Bowen. I was watching the field, it was a 7-2 field. That's what I indicated. And he stuck to his guns.
Yes, it was very good bowling line and length, keeping that ball just on about the 4th to 5th stump, not moving from around there, and then he gets that one ducking back, looking to catch the batsman, LBW. Good bowling, good line and length, Masimba Bowen, good discipline as shown by the captain.
And good thinking too. In the previous matches, Not the last one. The last one he brought on himself late. This one he brought himself on as the first change. He has been reading the game and has put in that thinking into his bowling.
70.
Now I see a fine leg in, and he has gone on to third man.
71. Oh no, this is
No,
a spinner.
not
It's a
fine
change of bowling.
off. Oh.
It's a long off. It's going to be Morton from the far end. Morton to bowl to Cyril. Bowl to Cyril. Cyril is walking this one off the pad. He's not going to get a run. The bowler scamps across and field. Not giving that man at short mid wicket any chance at all. Did the feeling for himself. Burton to bowl to Cyril from the Central Polyclinic and bowls to Cyril. Cyril is coming forward and pushing it up the track. No run resulting. Score remains on 71. 71 for 2 acres of space. You can get a single anywhere. You can just drop it on the onside, drop it on the offside and run. That's a single. That is a single. Doc, even in your worst days, that's a single.
Mistimed the shot, but he should have been looking for the run.
Indeed. The batsman, the non-striker, is not backing up either. It's not making
Quite
anything.
strange because he ran beautifully yesterday.
Here is Morton to bowl to Cyril. Cyril is driving this one through extra cover. They're looking for a single. They're going to come to for it and get it to 2. One more to Cyril. He moves on to 24. The total moves on to 72. 72 in the course of over number 10, the halfway mark. Getting a drinks break, I believe, at the end of this over. Here's Morton to bowl to Harris. This one is line and legs on a line out appeal. Not out sees the umpire. Nothing happening there at all. 72 for 2. Can they get up to 140? That's the minimum they will be looking for. Here is Morton to bowl to Harris. So Harris is hitting it back down the track. The over comes to an end, and at the end of the over, the umpire says, "Thank you very much. That ball is mine." It's a drinks break, and at the drinks break, it's 72 for 2, with just 1 run coming off that over, Frankie.
Yes, beautifully bowled by Burton, and another good over by the captain just before that, just yielding 5, and it's good. They're tightening the screws, so they're gonna see what thinking is put into the game after the break. Usually this after the break, a wicket falls, but we'll have to wait and see what happens or if it brings runs.
And it is at this stage that onward that the foreign stars they have not done a good job.
They fell away yesterday.
They have not done a good job throughout the tournament.
Yeah.
Because what I've seen so far is that after 10 overs, instead of they're looking to consolidate, because most of the time they are at 10 overs with 2 wickets maximum down, and they just seem to fall away.
All you have to do, start again, pick up the 1s and the 2s and get the measure of the pitch, and then you go hard, build a platform for others to come if they don't go through with it. Cyril was there yesterday. It was Singh with him. Now Singh is gone. He went for 8. Morton went for 13, both bowled by Jeffers. Cyril has got Harris with him. Harris came in a little later yesterday. Now he's there earlier. And they need to ensure that they rethink the game, rethink the approach, look for the singles, get the balls into the gaps, get 1s and 2s, and they have the power and the capability of dispatching deliveries to the boundary.
Indeed, and what you would want, ideally, frankly, is that you would want to see the batsmen now putting pressure on the fielders, running them into the ground, playing those ball, looking for the 1s and the 2s, playing the ball through or over the field, because it is still a power play field that we are seeing.
Yes.
We are still seeing only 2 men out, and so what you would want is for the batsmen to come out, go not even ultra, you don't have to go ultra aggressive, just look to play the ball over the top and have the skipper spread the field, and so it makes it much easier to pick up your 1 and your 2s.
Yeah, so and all you have to do is capitalize on using the spaces, force the captain, as you said, to change his field if they go that way. But let's see what the approach will be after they captain went out to talk to them. Yesterday he didn't make much, so perhaps strategizing from here on in to see what target they're looking at. As you say, 140 is good. They could make more than 140 if they apply themselves better.
Well, if they continue batting the way they are doing and what we've seen so far in this tournament, they're going to get 125 the most. Well, we could come back and talk about Casey Carty. Casey Carty has been given a bad deal time and time again.
Big time.
You know, they are treating Casey Carty the way that I saw the West Indies do time and time again to players who are in form. You know, when you take a Devon Smith, for example, every season Devon Smith made runs, they don't pick him until he starts failing. And the year that he doesn't really make runs, he doesn't really make runs, they select him to make sure and to show, oh, we selected him, and he fails. And so I hope this doesn't happen with Casey Carty, who again came out of the last tour from UAE looking very, very good.
80 plus.
And
you don't start him.
For this tour, you
God
again
moves in a mysterious way. A forced change yesterday brought it about. He ended up with just short of the
48.
You know, we were looking for that half
century. Indeed. Well, we're about to restart here. It's going to be Williams, and that's Williams to bowl to Cyril. Williams moves away to bowl to Cyril. Cyril to this very pushing it back to Williams. It doesn't feel, but it doesn't cause him as Charlie scamps away and recovers nicely. No run resulting. Over number 11 in progress here. It's Williams to bowl to Cyril, bowl to Cyril to this delivery. Cyril is getting one that is hit straight back. He could have hit that one anyway. It was a full toss.
Anyway, I was looking for it through the offside.
I was looking for it to the offside, and he tried to flick it. He tried to roll his wrist on that one. That should have gone through the gap and beaten extra cover to his left and long off to its left. Here is one that is walking off the paddle and a direct throw. Not out, says the umpire. They should be looking for two. They should be looking for two. And they should be looking for a third one. It's John Jeffers who's going at the ball. My. Well, they do get the 2 runs in the end. So the total moves to 74 and Cyril moves to 26. My correct score?
I have 26 as well.
74. 26 is Cyril. As he taps away with Williams to this delivery. Here's ball! The naughty looking shot again. We've been speaking about that shot that is looking to give himself room to go through the offside, where all he had to do was to stand up. The ball is pitched on about a leg stump and it's going across the batsman. So all he has to do is to walk it off of his pad, because he will not be given out. Should not be given out with the ball pitching on the leg stump. And again, a naughty looking stroke by Foreign Stars batsman, and he goes ball for 26. And again, as we were speaking, the break doing the trick for the Masters.
Oh, yes. And he could have advanced, easily advanced and played that ball down on the onside and get up single. But instead, standing to look to make room to put it through the offside, which was not a good shot at all. The bowler bowling line and length, wicket to wicket, got the better of him. And so all batsmen have gone bold today. Captain goes in. He did not do much yesterday. Now let's see what his ploy will be. He would have just given them a message at the break, and they lost another wicket. So, do you think that he told Cyril to get out for me to come into that? Oh my! You know that I always wish for that to happen when I see teams with batsmen in there messing up. Get out, let somebody else get it.
Step on your stump, hit your wicket, do something, and get out. I sure bet that wasn't what Ashley White would have told Cyril. Here is White. We would only hope that he take that the very advice that he gave to Cyril for himself.
Right. Push his team on.
It's going to be Williams to bowl to Ashley White.
he marks his guard. The bowler is
Williams. Yes.
So he has followed in the footsteps of John, getting his victim bowled.
Ball, yes. All the wickets going so far has gone via the route of ball. Here is Williams to bowl to White shot, and he is hitting this one down to a long off. And Simba goes off the boundary and field. He will send the return to the bowler, and he's making some adjustments to the field, and that is to accommodate the left-handed batsman, left-handed Harris. Harris is on a 16, White is 1. The batsman gone. Burton made 13. Burton
Similar to yesterday.
13 again, looked good, played some wonderful stroke and then gave it away. Here is Williams, the ball to Harris. Harris is walking this one off the, and this is exactly what I'm talking about. The ball is pitching on the leg side, walk it off the pad. That's what the very shot I was talking about. The over come to an end, and at the end of 11, it is the Foreign Stars setting a target here for the Masters. They are 74 for 3. A very good over with just 75 score. 75, just 3 runs coming off that over.
Yes, good bowling indeed by Williams, looking to tighten the screws, and they're going to ensure that they continue to make the Stars work for their runs. The pattern of the Stars has been they have fallen away every time after the break. Will they be able to counter that today and be better and be more positive?
Well, it must be more productive. The Masters do have a good batting lineup today, and they have the full quota, and they will be coming with all guns blazing. It's going to be Morton to...
Coincidentally, they started with 10.
No.
Somebody sneaked on. The Doc picked it up.
It's going to be Burton to continue to Ashley White from the Central Polyclinic in right arm over the wicket to bowl to Ashley White, bowl to White. White is standing tall and pushing it to cover. John Jeffers is there, and even though it was played straight to him, that's what the kind of cricket we were talking about. That's one. John Jeffers is feeling deep within the circle. 76. Ashley White goes on to 2. 76 for 3. Just some adjustments to accommodate for the left-handed batsman. 5-4 field. Here is one that is short and walked off the pad. The man off the mid-wicket boundary comes off. They're coming back for a second. No. Again, Brown does well to come off the boundary quickly, but that should have been 2.
And he had enough time to pull it square. There is no backward square. There is no deep mid-wicket. They have a straight mid-wicket for a left-hander. Now they've got the right-hander there. And what is the field? They've got the deep square and the deep mid-wicket. So why not for the left-hander? Good ball.
Good ball in there by Burton. Here is Ashley White again, taps away, waits for one that is down the leg side. Will it be a wide? We'll have 1 for 1. We'll come back for a second. Oliveira gets onto it now and sends the return, and there is no signal, so that it runs for Ashley White. White moves on to 4, and the total moves on to 79. 79 for 3 over number 12, coming to an end. For number 12, here is Burton to bowl to White. White is looking to walk this one off the pad and doesn't make contact. It's a wide call and signal by the umpire. Total moves on by 1 to 80, and the extras they're piling up. Score tells me that it's 12 wides now. Here is Burton to White. White is getting this one through cover. They've gone for 1. We'll come back for a second. They can even come back for a third if they want it, you know. They don't. John Jeffers
they
gets
should have
there
been
now.
sharp on that. Run the first one hard.
It is John Jeffers.
Double up on the second one when he was going to retrieve it, and they would have had the third.
82 for 3. I think that we need to save our energy and stop talking about the running. They are not improving it anyway at all. It's just poor running.
Very.
One more to Ashley White. He's now on 7 on the total to 83 at the end of over number 12. 83 for...
With White on 7 and Harris on 17. And they lost Cyril for 26. Morton for 13 and Singh for 8. All wickets gone by the ball route.
Not very often we see that here.
Not very often.
Not very often we see that at all. Not in a T20 game at all.
In the days of Walsh and Ambrose, yeah, you got a lot of that. Mikey Holden, sending the stump cartwheel into the boundary.
Yes. Well, it's 83 for 3. Williams is going to continue as some adjustment is made to the field. There's a fine leg, a deep backward square, mid wicket. In fact, there's a long on, a mid wicket and a deep backward square. Yeah, so here is Williams to Ashley. Ashley is working this one off the pad. The man on the backward square boundary comes off.
Nice running.
That is exactly what we are talking about. I believe they heard us. 9 runs to Ashley and 85 the total in over number 13. At the end of this over, the voice in the hot seat is going to be that of Clyde and Brian the Doc. Here is Williams to Ashley's a big hee-ho. Doesn't make contact. That was a slow delivery. He took the pace off that one.
Nice ball.
And this guy is there by Williams. Very good bowling. Here is Williams again to bowl to White. To this delivery. White is getting one that is missing down the leg side. It's going to be White. He's going to get close to the fence. In fact, the fielder can just strut away and fetch it. Oh, in fact, it's stopped.
Yes. Load up.
It stopped. And it is 2, 3 wide. So it's 4 wides. 4 wides. Total moves on by 4 to 89. Ran 3. 89 for 3. Some adjustment made to the field. A short thought comes into play. Here is Williams to bowl to. Oh, that's a good delivery. And Harris stands up tall and push it back down the track. No run resulting. Score remains on 89. Here is Williams again to bowl to Harris. Harris is driving through the extra cover region. Olivier gets down and a very good feeling. The man off the boundary, Brown, would not have stopped at that too. But Olivier moved away from it off and got around well and was able to stop that 2 runs. So Harris moves on to 18 and the total moves on to 90. Here is Williams to bowl to White. White is driving. Charlie is in the way. Well fielded there by the old veteran Charlie Hodge. Good work. And Charlie is every year Charlie retires from this game. Here is Williams to bowl to Ashley. Ashley's getting one that is pitch a Yorker length. Oh, no, that's naughty. That's very naughty by the bowler. That should not have been a run at all. A good delivery. He came down hard on it. And in the end, misfeeling there by Williams. Ashley gets 1. He goes to 10. 18 is Harris, and at the end of over number 13, the Foreign Stars, they are 91 for 3.
I know the bowlers are trying to bowl to their field, but for the life of me, I still can't understand why no third man. That boundary could have been saved. No fine leg. Even if you'd have the man from third in to the backward point or short third, a fine leg should be there. Because anything going to the leg side, batter miss, keeper miss, goes to the boundary. Welcome back, Doc.
I don't know when it became a style can play without a fine leg. But you need to bring it back in style, please. Looks like it's going to be a change in bowling. It's Richard Burton from the Polyclinic end. He's in the bowl. This one down the leg side. They have come off the pad. And they'll scamper through a 4-1 leg bye.
Is that his third or fourth over?
Richard Burton.
Yep.
Not certain of the actual score. It's his third over.
Yeah.
Burton from the Central Polyclinic end. Bowling his right arm leggies. Now bowling to the left-handed Harris. As wicketkeeper Callie Rogers wants to change the field. Sends the deep cover a couple steps to his left. A deep cover, long off, long on, deep mid-wicket. 5 in, 4 out. As Harris is back and pushing back to the bowler for no run. Short third, cover point, extra cover, short mid-wicket and a short square leg. As it's pushed back and down toward the long off boundary. Harris will get a single. His 19th run. Score moves on to 93. Harris is 19. White is up to 10. Singh gone for 8. Cyril gone for 26. And Burton out for 13. The 3 men dismissed. The scores on 28, 38, and 74. It's 93. In the course of this, the 14th over. This one cut away down toward the cover point region, and White scampers through for a single. They shift sober. It's the right hand, left hand combination. That's what you need to do. Right hand, left hand combination. Keep rotating strike, keep making the fielders work. Burton to bowl to Harris. Harris is bowled. I think there may be a bowling endemic. It was a faster, flatter ball. Harris tried to get back to pull. And again, that off stump to the left hander, the leg stump to the right hander has been rocked. Harris goes, he's gone for 19. 4 wickets down with 94 on the scoreboard.
94 for 4. All bowled. When he should have been going forward, he didn't. Stayed on the back foot. And Sam and I were talking earlier, you were here, Doc, that players don't learn to go forward and come back. But there were some shots that Harris got, some balls that he should have come back to pull. And this time, instead of going forward now to work it, he stayed back. And the bowler got the better of him.
It's going to be Shivnarayan Benjamin coming in at number 6. A very, very capable batter. He can hit the ball at fair distance as well.
Yeah.
They have a deep batting lineup.
Named off of Shivnarayan Chandapal like with you?
Yes, he was. I believe he was in for Shiv Chandapal. Legendary Ghanese batter, legendary West Indian batter, legendary world batter. One of the best test batters of a generation. Still have Kishon Charles in the hut as well.
Oh, yes.
Deep batting lineup for these foreign stars.
Batted beautifully yesterday.
I don't know, you know. I don't know. It is going to be Shiv, the right-handed batter. So finally, no left-handers in the wicket for the first time today. It's 2 right-handers. It's been lefty, 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 lefty. The only right-hander to bat before Ashley White and Shiv Benjamin was Singh. Everyone else was left-handed. That's the best there is. They need to get the field right. The Shiv, it's a deep backward square, deep mid-wicket, a long on, long off, and a deep cover, everyone all out of the circle. This one flighted, and Shiv content to push it toward the point region and get a single. Shiv immediately off the mark. Scores on to 95. At the end of 14, good over by Burton. Just 4 runs and the wicket. It's 95 for 4.
Good bowling indeed by Burton. He tosses the ball up, pulls it back, shortens and quickens it. Been using his head wisely, bowling wicket to wicket. And he has ended up getting his first wicket. Who got Cyril?
Cyril was I'm not certain who got Cyril. He was bowled.
It was
It was
bowled.
Williams who got, yes, it was Williams.
So Williams got his bowl, Morton got his bowl, Jeffers got his 2 bowls.
Oh, yes. Just Simba and Desmond Olivier missing their bowls now. It's going to be Williams to continue. From this, the commentary box end. I think we may need to get a new name for this. We've called the commentary box end for these last 3 seasons. Need to get a new name for it. We change the name from the road end to the Central Polyclinic end on the far side. A new name for this end. Here comes Williams. He's into ball to Benjamin, and Benjamin lofting one in toward the mid-wicket region. 2 fielders converge. Brown picks it up, and they do come back for 2.
Yeah, you could name it off of one of your former commentators, Rasby, who was outstanding.
Oh, yes, indeed. Yes, indeed, he was. The pavilion here, the former pavilion here before, don't had a name. Can't remember what the name of the pavilion was. So I think it was Langville Harrigan Pavilion. I think we have to call this one the Langville Harrigan end. Before Hurricane Emily, was a very nice pavilion here where the commentary box now lies. Williams again to bowl to Shiv. This time Shiv does get it past Charlie Hodge. And they'll get on and come back for 2. Not the best bit of feeling there on the boundary. It was rather slow to converge. Another couple of runs added to Shiv's total. Score was into 99. Former teammates Desmond Olivier and Ashley White having a conversation. Williams the ball to Shiv. There's no run. Olivier, former Foreign Stars player, he's now moved up to the Masters.
The batsmen lack fluency in getting their drive going.
Benjamin clips this one down toward the leg side. And again, Shiv comes back for a second. Very, very good running by Shiv Benjamin.
And that's the 100.
The 100 doesn't raise 101. 101 here in the course of over number 15. Shiv up to 7. White is still on 11. As it's going to be Williams to bowl to Shiv. Shiv is back trying to cut behind the point. Didn't quite get it late enough. It's fielded and there is no run.
At the outer portion of the bat. Had it gotten more of the meat of the bat, it would have perhaps passed that fielder. And these days, the bats that are making, they have some meat in them. I don't think these guys are batting with them. They need to borrow one from Warner.
Yes, indeed. Even the edges aren't edges anymore.
Yes.
The edges are thick like actual bats. That's the end of 15. It's 101. 101 for 4. As Dion Button comes up with some drinks and instructions for the 2 battles in the middle. Now this one, Olivier, who was just telling that Ashley he didn't need any water, goes and gets a drink from Dion Button. You have to love it. Former teammates.
And that, as I was discussing with Millie, we recognize the pattern of this particular team. Every time they go to the mid-break and they come back, they falter. Again, they are faltering. There was 72.
Indeed, at the end of 10.
Now they're 101 off of the 15.
They scored 29 in about 5 overs.
Yeah. Slow going.
Not good at all. It's going to be Burton to bowl his final over. Been pretty solid thus far. Picked up a wicket as well, Richard Burton. This one is going to be pulled. There's a man there in long on. He won't get there. And to add salt to the wound, it's 4 runs as well. White got a bit over anxious there. Went for a pull shot that wasn't really there to pull. Dragged it down toward long on. but the man on the boundary didn't do well at all with it.
The shot was on, but he went up instead of across because he should have been aiming for the gap between deep mid-wicket and long on. And the fielder faltered. The fielder was late in moving because had he moved earlier, it would have been a simple catch.
Richard Burton almost got a second wicket of the game. Not good feeling at all there on the long on boundary. Burton again into ball to White, and White is now conservatively pushing down to long off and picking up a single. Score ticks on to 106 in the course of this, the 16th over. It's Richard Burton again. He is into ball now, and this one is a cutaway down toward the cover region, and Shiv will come back for the second. Shiv moves up to 9. Scores up to 108, 108 in this, the 16th over. Richard Burton again. Right arm over the wicket to bowl to Shiv Benjamin. Benjamin now getting this one behind the square. They should come back for a second. They will come back for a second. That is a very good running. Williams does the fielding, but Shiv gets another 2. He's up to 11. And 110 is up. Shiv's 11, right? You? Shiv is 11?
Yes.
Benjamin dealing in 2s right now. You don't need 4s. A few 2s will do the trick. Oh no, Shiv not good at all. Should have left it.
According to Millie, a naughty shot.
It would have been a wide. He reached for it.
Stretching.
And now we got no run.
Not using his feet and stretching.
Almost lobbed it straight to extra cover. Burton again to Shiv, and now Shiv playing defensively. A very good over by Richard Burton. Ends the spell. It's 110 for 4.
110 for 4. Thinking of that shot again. It's a West Indian thing. They like to go under the ball instead of getting on top of the ball and hitting it. You watch Klassen, you watch Marsh from Australia, using your wrists, get on top of the ball and work it through off, through on. That ball could have gone to the right and to the left of mid-wicket, right of long on, easily for 4. If you're going to get under it, use your feet so that you can get the meat of the bat onto it to go over the boundary.
Burton's spell is done. 4 overs, 1 for 18. A very, very good spell for the leg spinner.
Bowling.
Williams now.
110.
To continue from this newly named Landville Harrigan end. Williams, as White is scooping this one behind square. The man on the square leg boundary comes across, and they will just lumber across for a second run. White up to 18. We've been waiting all tournament for Ashley White to just go into his explosive mode that we know he has. We haven't seen it. Just haven't seen it yet for Ashley White. The power that this man possesses. Haven't been able to see him go full gung-ho yet. Williams the ball to White. As I say so, he goes for a slog sweep. Doesn't quite time it. But the man, I think in brown, and they're trying to play football. Lost out. 4 runs to Ashley White. I could just sense White was getting a bit frustrated. Went for a slog sweep. Got 4. Not exactly certain that Brown is the best man to have on the mid-wicket boundary.
Not at all.
Williams, the ball to White. White is lobbing this one. Man coming in is Desmond Olivier, but it doesn't quite carry.
My goodness, that's supposed to be a catch.
And now they'll come back for a second. That's not good keeping there by Cali Rogers. Doesn't take it cleanly. Not the best throw by Olivier. And White gets 2.
Again, no timing, no reading of the ball. He should have been moving earlier. He started, stuttered, and the ball eventually fell in front of him. He should have been running in hard from the beginning. He would have got under it nicely.
I don't think Ashley White would have heard the end of it had Olivier taken that catch. It's Williams again. He's into ball to Ashley White. White going for a biggie for shot going up. Not out, says the umpire. I believe impact may have been outside none of the off stump. White is stepping across, trying to heave into the leg side. Impact outside off, a judge there by umpire Josiah John.
But you've got gaps in the offside.
Williams. And he's knocked him over. Yet again. Every single dismissal has been bowled. Ashley White's day is done. The skipper going for 24. It's 118 now for 5.
But going back on that drop catch, I would say,
118 for 5. Ashley White going for 24.
Ashley White is gone for 24. You tell me the back is going for 50.
I differ with the outside broadcast there. It was not a drop catch. It was they mistimed. He did not get under it. I hate when a ball passes a fielder and he does not get to it or touches him to say it's a drop catch. It was not.
You can't drop something that you can't catch. He wasn't there to catch it, so he couldn't have dropped it. It seems like it's going to be Keyshawn Charles coming into the middle now. Batter a lot higher up in previous games. But the depth of the batting lineup has forced Keyshawn Charles down the order.
I wonder why.
He's a very talented batsman. But he also opens the bowling. There is going to be a right-handed batter.
So 17 gone, 118 for 5?
Indeed. Well, so I don't think 17 is done just yet.
That has been faltering.
I don't think 17 is done just yet because John still has the ball in his hand.
That's going to finish right now.
Oh, yes, 17 is going to finish. But now the question is, who bowls the last couple of overs? Does Simba come back and does Olivier come back?
He needs to. They need to.
They need 2 overs. They haven't used Brown as well.
From somebody.
They need 2 overs. Will they bring back Olivier, who was relatively expensive in the power play?
He's getting a peppering from the outside broadcast. One of the things I was about to mention when you talk about naming the area Lanville Harrigan Pavilion, it was before.
Indeed.
But I hate to see names go on areas where the facilities are not upgraded.
Yes, indeed.
And I allude to the fact that the Grove Park in Nevis, named after El Comido Willett, and I call him Sir, nothing has been done to upgrade that facility. A facility that should have been upgraded since 2007 World Cup.
Yes, indeed. As Charles Pitts, this was delivery and sweeps for a single. And a misfield will get them 2 as well. Very casual on the boundary. The pavilion here has been down since 2017. And not a single change has been made. They cleared away the rubble and they left it standing the way it was. Not good at all. Not a good way to honor a legend of Anguillian cricket in Lanville Harrigan. At the end of over number 17, it's 120 score. Is it 120 or 121?
Facilities inspire, and that is one of the things that is lacking in the Caribbean. proper facilities. You put up a proper facility, a proper monument, you would encourage people to come out. It will be treated historically, and people will come on out and want to be a part of it, take part in whatever activity is in it. Right now, this area is being overused, and we really would need to find another spot to give this area a rest. If they could find a good cricket field and upgrade this field, you can see good cricket coming back in here with lights.
There was a ground that has been revealed throughout the region. So many stories of cricketers coming here. Remember the stories of Ambrose coming and being pulled away by Richie Richardson over into Brody's ground, really. We don't see that anymore. And no one comes to JRWP anymore. We miss regional cricket here, but the facilities don't allow for regional cricket to be played here at the JRWP. It's simply not good enough.
There was an all-rounder from Jamaica who played here, and he wanted to walk with his trip. How fast it was at that time. Franklin Rose.
Indeed. A legend of regional cricket, Franklin Rose as well. Down the leg side, and the road too, direct hit, and I think Shiv Benjamin is gone. He has to run straight back down to the dugout because Benjamin coming back for a suicidal second run has to go. Benjamin going for 11, the first wicket that's not bowled. It's a run out. It's 122. 122 for 6.
1-2-2. 2-2-1.
That's what all it's going to be. Wasn't Mentos, I believe.
A score that is, to me, embarrassing. From the time you hit the 10th over, you were 72. What have we gotten? We're into what? Over number 18, and we're 122.
You should have been challenging 160. You have to be challenging 160. When you had a good position at the break. 72 for 2. If you're 2 middle order batters in, just consolidate and then look to extend. But there seems to be a problem with building innings here in Anguilla and throughout the region, really. Because we have a tendency to lose wickets after a break. Awesome medals being built from India. I love hearing the PA mic. It is going to be Brown. His first ball was a wide, but it got the breakthrough. It's Brown who will be bowling from the Central Polyclinic end. Brown into bowl to Mentos. Mentos drives one down toward the long off boundary, and he will pick up just a single. Charles is there, he's on 2. Mentos, the new man, is on 1.
So the Masters will be played next weekend also. All the teams will be played next weekend.
The wicket fell at 120 or 121?
It's 123 I have.
The wicket
fell at 122.
Okay.
Wicket fell at 122. There's going to be Brown as Keithstone Charles, the left-hander, surveys the field. There's a deep cover, long off, long on deep mid wicket, and a deep backward square. Whipped away down toward that deep backward square field. And there's one Olivier who does the fielding.
Fleet-footed.
Charles gets a sing. I love to see Desmond Olivier field. Mentos back on strike. Very powerful batsman. Strike the ball a very long way if he connects with it. Brown to bowl to Mentos. Mentos backing away, carving it into the offside. Deep cover fielder comes across. Just a single. Olivier again doing the fielding. This goes on to 125. As Keithstone Charles back on strike. Brown, right arm around to bowl to Charles.
Right.
Charles goes over the extra cover region. The man at long off will come across and do the fielding. Mentos comes back for a second and he will get there. Charles has his 4th and 5th run. Scores 127, 127 for 6. Brown to bowl to Charles. That will be a wide call and signal by the umpire. So many extras. So many extras today.
Oh my.
Here comes Brown. Actually, he turns back. Now he'll come again. From this is Central Polyclinic again. The right arm around. This one whipped down toward the square leg region. Desmond Olivier again in the region. You'll only get one with Desmond Olivier over there doing the fielding. Olivier showing off some very good feeling. Desmond Olivier. 22 extras have just been told by the scorer.
See?
Not good enough at all.
Not good enough.
He's the 3rd highest scorer. Extras.
Yes. At the moment.
Indeed, for now, because if there are a couple more, Ashley White had 24 and Cyril got 26.
Yes.
So 4 more extras, and all of a sudden, extra is the leading scorer. They want 2. Olivier with a strong throw back, but not quite over the stumps, and Waza Mentos gets a couple. 18 overs gone, 1-3-1. 1-3-1 for 6.
And I have to tell you, the man of the match for this segment is black. The man of the Javier. Some great feeling and 1 drop back.
If you hear us laughing, it's the PA mic.
My.
Ah, we've missed it. It's Remy Minette out there. We've missed Remy on the PA mic.
Thank you very much, sir. But he didn't drop the catch. Please correct that.
He didn't get to the catch. He didn't get there. You can't drop a catch you don't get to.
You have to do justice to the young man.
It's going to be Masimba Bowen. Bowling the penultimate over Bowen. It's 131 or 131 for 6. They can challenge 140 with 2 overs left. They should get 140 for certain.
Well, Millington did admit that he would have looked for 140. I thought that it would have been much more the way they were going. But as usual, the pattern is the fall away after the break.
I said 160. Charles gets this one past the mid-wicket man. And it will get close to the rope, and it won't get to the rope. Good feeling there by Williams. They do get 2. And an overthrow means they get 3. Not good enough at all. Not good enough at all. On to 134. You can't give away extra runs.
He admitted, he counted, he put his hand up, he owned up to it. But this is not the time for that.
Not at this juncture. Not at this juncture of the game at all.
Gotta be tight.
Again, there's no fine leg. They played the whole game with a fine leg. Whether they had 10 fielders or 11 fielders, no fine leg. And now he's moving the man even more forward of square. So there's no one from square leg to third man. And then the deep third man is coming into the ring.
Yep.
So anything that flashes off the edge will go for 4.
Gotta concentrate on the offside.
Bowen into bowl and riding the wide line. No, it will be a wide signal by the umpire. Bowen is trying to bowl full and wide outside off stump to try and restrict the runs. You know, wasn't meant as a strong side is the leg side. Try to force him to go through the offside. Very large gap between point and third man. Simba again. Olivier. Not Olivier, that's Mentos. Blocked the ball and ran down with the ball. Almost guided the ball back to the bowler. There will be no runner.
A little comical there.
It's going to be Simba Bowen. Right arm over the wicket. He is into bowl towards the Mentos. Mentos going for a big heave. It's down to the long off region. It will be just the single run. Williams in attendance down there. The score moves on to 136. 136 here in this the 19th over, the penultimate over.
146 for 6.
136.
136. 136. 136. Here's Bowen. Right arm over to ball to Keithstone-Greaves. Charles down the track. Gets this one. The through point. It's going to challenge the rope. Down the hill. And it's going to... Will it get there? Oh, it won't get there. But they're being very casual. And they'll come back for a third. That's not good enough. That's why he was so casual. It was 4. It was 4. That's why he was so casual.
The fielder...
He came back for a 4th run.
The fielder pulled up.
He's
got
gone
muscle
off.
bound. And he's walked clean off the field.
He just walked off the field and
Trying
come
to
back for a
catch
4th run.
himself. But he seemed to have hurt himself. One of his muscles would have pulled. Either the ab, the squad.
Well, there's the 140. The ball didn't quite get to the rope. They do get 4 because they ran 4. Mentos must be exhausted.
He forced it though.
Indeed,
Both of them really kind of challenge.
Fielding down a man right now because their 3rd man fielder is under the tree.
I would have put the man on the cover, extra cover area, straight around,
Indeed.
right to deep square. Because there's no fielder there. They're short of a fielder at the moment.
Bowen into ball to Charles. Charles gets one off the edge.
Luckily.
Fielded by short 3rd man. Partially, they can come back. Mentos is huffing and puffing. They do get 2 runs.
Mentos would disagree with you and challenge you for a sprint.
He'd probably win. I have no back. He would probably win.
So Charles has gone on to...
Charles up to 15.
Mentos is still on 4?
Mentos, he's on 5 actually, 5. I believe. He's been stuck on 5.
He got a single.
Yes. Bowen, he's into ball to Charles. Charles off the outside edge. The 3rd man is in the ring. That will go for 4.
This will go away.
Doesn't matter how they come. Once they come, 4 runs to Keithstone-Greaves. The score's up to 146. 146 here. At the end of 19, it's 146 for 6.
146 for 6, getting a couple of runs in the last 2-3 overs to up the momentum. Looking to put a challenging score here. Let's see how the Masters will approach it. Their batting has been faltering in previous games. 1 or 2 of them have looked good, but they're going to have to get a good start in order to challenge this now. It's over 140, which Millington had alluded to. He wanted 140. I said 160 when they were at 72.
Wanted 160.
You'll get perhaps 150 something.
They will rely very heavily on Cali Rogers to get some runs. They're going to need Rogers and Bradshaw to really get going.
Well, let's hope that Bradshaw is okay to bat, because he's not 100%.
Indeed, indeed. Bowen, he is also can remove the bat. John Jefferson batters. They have decent batters. They need them to get going. Richard Burton, a batter as well, but they need them to get going. Will be Brown to bowl the final over of this 1st innings. Mentos doing some gardening work. The entire leg side field is back. If you're on the leg side, they're all back to the very strong ones in Mentos. Brown to ball to Mentos. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Deep square leg, deep mid wicket, long on, long off, deep cover. They are still down a man. This one clipped away down to long on. Just a single for Mentos. Scoring to 147. 147, and this is the final over. 150 is a pretty good score. Cut away. Drops just short of Charlie, but they should get the run out. And Brown dropped the ball. Charles had given up the ghost. Brown didn't hold on to the ball, given right back to him by Charlie Hodge.
Nathan Lyon.
Nathan Lyon indeed.
Missing.
Charles gets the 20.
3 attempts. Still no wicket broken.
Down the leg side, that's wide, and it will challenge the rope as well. Richard Button coming across. The ball will stop and hold up. And Mentos, he was jogging back, has to get back now for his second run. That's 3 wides. 150 up. It's 151.
Give me your best camera shot from one angle, please. Let me see the ball hit his fingers, or hit his toes, or hit something.
He's asking for the best camera shot.
Zoom it in, please. The ball
Well,
through his hand. Hit him on his knee.
Yes, a no ball is being called. They only had 3 men in the ring. And umpire Josiah John has called a no ball. Because they are down on a man, but you need 4 men within the 30-yard circle. They only had 3.
Yep.
It is going to be a no ball. So that's an extra run as well. That's an extra run as well. A free hit. A free hit for Mentos.
Takes it up to 152.
152. Mentos swings. Bottom edge really. Just a single. How many extras, scorer? How many extras in this innings? I think extra is the leading scorer right now.
It is. It is. Only a couple boys remaining, and unless Charles is going to hit 2 mammoth 6s,
Yep.
extras will be.
Oh, has he knocked him over? Oh no, he's not knocked him over. That one evaded everything.
Extras are 27, my brother.
Extras up to 20. Extras are the leading scorer.
At the moment.
So Charles is going to need a big 6 and a no ball to get to surpass extras right now. Charles down the track. He's hit it hard. Man coming in. He's put it down. And they will come back for the second run as well. That's going to be... Is it going to be the innings? I believe it is the innings. Another dropped catch. And at the end of 20 overs, the Foreign Stars winning the toss, choosing to bat. They get to 155 for 6.
155 for 6. Decent score. It's going to take some getting. So the Masters are going to have to go out there and bat. As the Stars has very good bowlers, especially spinners, who like to tighten the screws. And last time we saw Mentos and Harris stifle the teams that they played against. So it will take some doing. And for those who missed it, Morton went for 13, bowled off Jeffers. Sale went bowled off Williams for 26. Singh was bowled off Jeffers for 8. Harris made 19, bowled Burton. White made 24, bowled Williams. Benjamin run out for 11. Charles remains, is it 22 or 24?
Charles is 22.
22 not out, and Wasim Minter 6 not out. Extras are 27, And so the total 155 for 6. It means 156 is needed by the Masters to win this game. And for those of you who are not here, we encourage you to come out to see the second half of this. And put it on your date next week. Saturday, semi-finals. Sunday, finals. Teams are?
All teams,
all 4 teams are going to be in. So come on out and witness some good cricket. But you've got the second half of this afternoon. The sun is shining brightly and there's a nice cool breeze. So we urge you to come on out and support cricket here at the James Arnold Webster Park.
Now the REGTC later. It's International Women's Action. That's in about an hour's time. At 5 p.m. is the Anguilla Women's National Team. They take on the St. Kitts and Nevis Women's National Team. We saw both sides earlier in the weekend got some very big victories. Anguilla beat St. Martin some 7 goals to nothing, and St. Kitts beat St. Martin was at 6 goals to nothing. So we're going to have a firework of a game going on in about an hour's time.
Well, look, somebody said to me, it's nothing to take from that game that you saw, St. Martin versus St. Kitts, because St. Kitts had some guns that they did not put on the field yesterday.
I saw. I think when Blake came on, she looked a proper striker. Scored 2 goals in about 10 minutes.
Is Claxton here?
No, I was looking as to what is our Claxton isn't here. She's with the West Indies women's side. They just opened a camp for a few of those younger ladies. So Claxton, Zeta, James, Joseph, all of them in that camp.
Well, and that's what happens when you play dual sports. And so she is clearly, as a touch-up, she is a very good athlete. She plays cricket, she plays football, she does athletics, and you know Frankie Claxton is owning her as her cousin. You know, once it's a Claxton, Frankie Claxton is going to own them as his cousin.
Sandy Point.
Well, she's from Sandy Point. He's from Sandy Point. Yep.
And the difference is, Frankie is from Sandy Point. She is from St. Kitts. you ever heard?
Frankie is from Nevis.
Have you ever heard anyone from Sandy Point say that they are from St. Kitts?
Nope, they always say Sandy Point.
They are from Sandy Point.
They always say Sandy Point.
I have never heard a Sandy Pointer say, I am from Sandy Point, St. Kitts. They are from Sandy Point.
Sandy Point alone. It's like a country unto itself.
It is like the capital of St. Kitts. Sandy Point.
It's its own place.
I suffered because of that too. I lived there when I went to Commerce Street. Perhaps that's why the guys in the picnic put down the night. Even Sandy Point. Commentator, right? What's come from Anguilla? At one point in time they used to say nothing good could come out of Anguilla, you know. And when it comes to cricket.
I'll tell you something. When it comes to cricket, it is very surprising that to point St. Kitts is yet to produce a Test cricketer for the West Indies.
Indeed, it's very surprising. The closest they may have had for a very long time is Akeem Saunders. He never.
Luther Kelly.
If I'm going to recently, because Luther Kelly's a fair few years ago.
Test representative Andrew Weeks, the umpire.
Umpire Andrew Weeks, the only one they've had.
We are not talking about umpires.
We're talking about cricketers.
We're talking about cricketers who play. And we are talking about, you know, Frankie is trying to make a point. He's trying to make a case for, it's very surprising. He should be proud. He is not from St. Kitts. He's from Nevis.
And we also had a couple. They have Amari Banks, they have Jamal Hamilton, who both made test appearances for the West Indies.
And Casey Carty is not far wrong.
He's about to make one.
Casey Carty is not far wrong.
He's about to make one.
And you know, a lot of persons is gonna tell you
He's from
Casey Carty is from St.
I don't like it at all. His father grew up down the road.
But not only that, Keith Carty, not only that Keith Carty is an Anguillian, but Casey Carty
Plays for Anguilla.
has been representing Anguilla from under 19.
He plays for Anguilla.
Cricket. So I was his coach. I was the coach of the team. I was the coach. I was the coach when he came to Anguilla. And it was Cardigan Connor, the head coach. I was the assistant coach when he made the Anguilla youth team, and he propelled himself from there. He has never looked back. He has been playing for Anguilla. So we are proud to own him as our very own. So
it's not just youth cricket. He played with Anguilla played in the local, the regional 40 games. He played for Anguilla. He made the Anguilla side, the captain by Jamal Hamilton.
So we are proud to have our own out there. Jamal Hamilton, Omari Banks, who would have set the stage, of course, and we are proud. We may not have the best facility, but we have been turning out international talent. The likes of Zonel Hughes from these very humble beginnings.
Now the fastest on the wall, Zonel Hughes.
From these very humble beginnings, not the best, but we have been doing it.
This same grass track.
We have been doing an excellent job.
Indeed.
They would have gone on to the higher echelons.
Yes. And so we are very proud of
Olympics as well. In the early stages.
And so we are young in the business. So when we make mention of we are making mention of those that we know. We are making mention. Some time ago somebody wanted to stone me because they're saying I don't know the history of Anguilla. But the truth be told is that I can only speak of what I know. And so we should be all happy that at least we are speaking of our present day athletes, and we are happy for all those who would have gone on to represent Anguilla in whatever various sporting fraternity.
They have a young swimmer as well, Alexander, a young swimmer as well.
I'm not sure if he's back from Japan.
I think he's still in Japan.
And he has done, again, Anguilla very proud. A small island, but has been doing big things.
I think he came second in his heat. Alex Fleming Lake, I think he goes.
Lake, yes.
I think it's Alex Fleming Lake. Very talented swimmer.
It was 0.01 of a second. Wow.
And what a race by the young
We are
man.
proud to have our small but yet proud nation being represented in the international scene in all aspects, all facets of sport. We've seen the likes of in cycling,
Hassan
Hennis, who is out there as well. And so while we speak cricket, while we talk cricket here, we have a number of other personnel who are representing Anguilla in regional and international sporting fraternities, and we are grateful. Frankie doesn't want us to take the praise.
We can't have anything.
He just doesn't want us to praise our nation and leave us alone.
And that is why I can tout him. As I'm recycling, I tout him very much. I call Nevis to let them know we have a Nevision Anguillian representing worldwide. I will never leave it out. Yes.
Hassani Hennis.
Nevision Anguillian, like that.
Jackie, you must remember though, it used to be Senki Stevens and Anguilla.
Indeed.
Family to all mixed.
There.
I heard recently that I don't know if it was the Prime Minister of St. Kitts. Of Nevis, I think it's Nevis, he was beckoning for Anguilla to come back home. He wants Anguilla, he wants Anguilla back in the fold, and for them to live as a much closer relation, as there are a number of Anguillans and Kittitians who are living in both islands. They need to know their own and want to come back home.
If you're Anguilla, you have St. Kitts family.
He said that in the interview that he did with Keithstone-Greaves when he was here the weekend for the reunion for answer.
Anguilla,
Nevis St. Kitts reunion.
See how it starts? Anguilla, Nevis, St. Kitts.
Yes. Yes. Just good afternoon, everybody. Just to continue that conversation that John, Doc, and Claxon and myself did. Yes. The answer people had their meeting, their reunion. And the Prime Minister mentioned that because he mentioned the names, Richardsons and Connors and so, and they're all in Anguilla and St. Kitts, and it was the folks from Anguilla. So John, that's what he said, and he'd like to see a better relationship because, the relationship went somewhere, 56 years ago? Yeah. 56 years ago when he had the Anguilla Revolution. So it shows that all in all you can live with it because, I mentioned to someone not too long ago about passport with St. Kitts News, and the person said something. I said, look, do you know, right? You had the right to get a passport, although you're born in St. Kitts, if you were born before 1981. I said yes, because Anguilla was away from St. Kitts 1981 when Dr. Simmons signed that proclamation to give up St. Kitts, to give up Anguilla. So it was still St. Kitts, legally it was still St. Kitts, Nevis and Anguilla.
Indeed.
Nevis and St. Kitts.
Nevis Anguilla National Bank, right. So it's as history goes back, we learn a lot about history. I can talk for because I'm not an Anguillan by birth, but I know a lot of Anguilla history. Well, as we can see that the foreign stars, they're taking the middle. Umpires, Ralph Hodge and John Millington. John is out there, and they are going to take up the mantle. The Masters batsmen, they are already in their pads. I don't. John Millington will know most of the Masters, and he will be giving you the ball by goal commentary while I sit in the comments. But a good score here by the foreign stars, and I must commend my scorers. And Clacky, if you add the book back, I did the stats right there, whoever did it, 155. Nice. 155.
So
the total was really
we must say kudos to the man Sambo.
Yeah.
Yes, he has been doing a tremendous job in the absence of our familiar scorer. We are accustomed to the man, Portie, Livingston, Clifton. We don't have him. We are grateful for the many years to which he would have done this even without a cent. And we are grateful. And Portie, the man himself, has done us human service over the years, and we are most grateful. So we are about to resume here. It is going to be the Masters. They will have to reply to the foreign stars 155, and today it's going to be Dion Morton behind the stumps. Not seeing Dion Williams on the field. Dion Morton is going to be the man with the glove to start with, and to start with the bat, it's going to be Morton and John Jeffers. We know him as
Blacks, yes.
Bobby Black, Bobby.
And John, I haven't seen Bobby shine for the season as yet. So today could be his day.
Well, the sun is shining, so I'm not sure he's going to shine again in this really beautiful sunshine. But he needs to come to the party. He really do need to come to the party for the Masters. He really hasn't done
done any good for the Masters so far, and this has been for a few bit. And so today Masters would want him to come good.
Just a little on the 8 runs per over. Masters need to get 156 runs from the 20 overs if they are to win this game. And I must say too that it wouldn't surprise me, and I'm being honest with this, if the Masters would come from behind, because remember you have the playoffs, and if the Masters could win that game in the playoff, it will be very interesting.
Yes, and this is what happens when you have a 14 tournament. Anybody can win.
That's right. That is correct.
So we are ready here. It's going to be Charles from the Central Polyclinic end to bowl to John Jeffers. He moves away, passes umpire to bowl to Jeffers. Jeffers is cutting this one nicely, but Mentos is falling away nicely to his left. That's a sprawling dive and save from Mentos, the big man.
Very good save indeed. Very good save. And then he's posing for the cameras. That surely would have gone through for 4. Good shot from John, and I hope John would settle in and try to make some runs.
Good looking stroke there by John Jeffers. No run resulting though. It's going to be Charles again to bowl to Jeffers. Bowl to Jeffers to this delivery. He's getting one wide outside the line of the off stump. The Masters are on the move, and they are 1, and the extras continue. They are 1 for no loss. 1 for no loss. It's.
And John, I remember one match. I think it's the first match where John got out lazily, stood there and stuck it back out and was scored.
Yes, and scored. Here is Charles to bowl to John. John is getting this one in a position. Ball drops right in front of him and trickles down the track. No run resulting. Score remains on not from 1 for none. Is kudos and congratulations to Captain Ashley White. He's now a married man.
Okay, Ashley. Congratulations.
He's now a married man and he has joined the party. Yes, married man. Here is Charles to bowl to Jeffers. Bowl to Jeffers. He's got a good delivery. Oh, another quarter vanish, and that off stump would have been knocked back.
John misread the line for that one. He misread the line. Now he's rehearsing the shot he should have played. That one really came back. Just a quarter vanish, as John said. Wow, that was really, really close. John should have been coming across, but he just stood there.
He was trying to run this one long to third man, but my. Just another quarter vanish, and he would have been walking back to the pavilion. Was it to be? As watch Charles again in beautiful sunshine. Run away to bowl to John. This is another wide delivery. Call and signal by umpire Proctor. Score moves on to 2. It's 2 wides so far. Second wide of the over. Score moves on to 2. 2 for no loss. And we thought that the extras would have stopped at the Masters, but it continues with the foreign stars.
Yes, that is so true.
It's a baton that has been passed on. Here is a Charles to bowl to John Jeffers. Bowl to Jeffers is getting one that is covering up. Now it's well played there. But in a game like this, you're looking for 156. He should have been looking to drop that one in the onside. He was coming back to him. He could have rolled his wrist on that one. The man is on the circle. That's Ashby. Could have been looking for a single there.
7-2 field.
Yes.
6.
They're playing with one player short at the moment of the field. This one is running to backward point. This can be dangerous. Return goes in and he gets home. He gets home. A direct hit, and he would have been gone. And he's not out. Not out says the umpire. They're acting for the third umpire, and the third umpire says not out. So the end of
That was very risky. That was the ball was going straight. At least the fielder fumbled, but when the fielder fumbles with the ball in front of him, you don't take the chance to take the run.
Well, I tell you what, I would not have been going at the non-strikers, the strikers end. I would have been going at the non-strikers end for two reasons. He was the striker, so he would have been playing the ball and had to get out of the shot to run. And then he's not the fastest, it's John Jeffers. So I would have gone at the non-strikers end. Well, it's a 3-4 no loss. A 3-4 no loss brings Morton for the first time to the left-handed batsman. There is a man on the fine leg boundary, mid-wicket, mid-on, mid-off. Extra cover, backward point and short third. Here is Charles to bowl to Morton. Morton is getting this one off the edge down to 10-man boundary. Vacant 10-man boundary, 4 runs. 4 runs to Morton. His first ball outside the line of the off stump. And it flashes and it goes off the edge and down to the boundary for 4.
And John, that is where for the first few overs you need a slip in. First slip with that, cobble that one straight to his chest.
Well, he could have had a 1.5 slip, not with a 1 fielder shot. That's what happens. So the total moves on to 7 at the end of over number 1. It's 7 for no loss.
He has a good over there for the Masters, getting 7 runs from the first over. And as we mentioned earlier, John will have to watch the fielders. Can't just play the ball and try to run because he's not the fastest of runners. I heard while I was on my way that somebody struck a ball and John was going after the ball. And my fellow commentator said, you can run 4 because it's John who's going after the ball.
It's John Jeffers, yes. John Jeffers moving slow motion because of his restrictions.
Yes. That is it. But one thing I must admire, I always said this to him from years ago, that he doesn't leave that. Keep
him, indeed. I admire him very much. It's going to be Harris, dangerous Harris, to bowl to John Jeffers, bowl to Jeffers. Jeffers is getting one that is coming back to him. Just coming on with the angle. And this is a very dangerous bowler, Harris. Very, very dangerous bowler. Here is Harris again to bowl to John Jeffers. Bowl to Jeffers to this delivery. John Jeffers is getting one that is playing on the offside, looking for a single. It's not. None's there. The man at cover field. No run resulting. Score remains on 7. And a spell yesterday that was second to none. In his first 3 overs, he conceded 3 runs. Here is Harris to bowl to Jeffers. Bowl to Jeffers to this delivery. He is getting one that is going to get 4 runs. Poor delivery. You praise him, and a commentator's curse. He bowled a short, hit me please delivery, and John helped it down to backward, a vacant fine leg. That's gone away for 4.
Good shot indeed, very good shot. He was looking for that delivery because he knows the left arm, he gets it away from him. All he has to do is just help it onto the onside, and he did exactly that and getting a well-deserved 4 run. And as I mentioned earlier, John, today might be his day. You never know. You never know. The game of cricket.
I just talk about him and he's making me look bad. I just praise Harris and he's making me look bad.
And then, who won the game yesterday? I missed out on
Revolution won by with 1 ball to spare.
Because I was listening, but then on my way up, I missed when they wanted something like 14 runs from the last 8 balls or something like that. They
needed 3 from 2. And they got the 3 runs. The ball went up in the air, played by Samuel Connor, and just about the 18-yard circle. It was Morton who moved away from the long on and couldn't take the catch. Here is Harris to bowl to Jeffers again. He's playing this one the onside. Mentos does well to hinder any thought of a single. Score remains on 11. 11 for no loss. This is over number 2. 11 for no loss. And Fine Stars had a 13 after the first over. Here is Harris to bowl to Jeffers. He's hitting this one. This could be very dangerous. It's going away for 1 bounce. The man from mid-wicket was coming along, but it was hit down to corner and it goes away 1 bounce into the fence, 4 runs.
Good shot there from John. Good shot. Coming forward and heaving it away from the man coming from square leg. Between mid-wicket and the corner, as we will call it, because the mid-on is very, very wide. The long on, I beg your pardon, is very wide and getting another boundary.
Good looking shot there. Here is Harris again to bowl to Jeffers. Jeffers is on this one on the onside. Can't score. Man shot mid-wicket field. He is in attendance. There is Mentos. Over comes to an end at the end of over number 2. It is the Masters are looking for 156 for victory. They are 15 for no loss.
Yes, good going here by the Masters after 215. Just need about 7.5 over runs per over to see if they can overhaul this total, getting 156. But all in all, if John Jeffers could keep his head there, and we know Burton is a stubborn batter, and if they can get a very good start for the Masters with Cali Rogers and company still in the pavilion, they should be able, they will try to get the runs here.
Yes.
See if they can pull off this win. Very good going.
The likes of Bradshaw, Masimba Bowen, and Desmond Oliver, they are all capable batsmen. It's going to be Charles to bowl over number 3, his second in this spell to Burton. Moves away to bowl to Burton, left-handed batsman, bowl to Burton. Burton is slashing well, 4 runs. Not a man move. Ashby was just moving for style. And he was just muddling in the park because they would know how he was going to get to that one. Wonderful shot. And his first 2 shots from Charles, they go into the boundary. That's a wonderful shot for 4.
Very good shot indeed. Very good. And you know the left-hander likes the ball in that area. And he played that shot.
I will never see a prettier batsman than a left-handed batsman. Oh, you will never see a prettier batsman. It is Charles again to bowl to Burton. Burton taps away. Man on a mission. Burton taps away. Waits for Charles. Charles is Burton is looking to work one of the path. This could be dangerous. This could be dangerous and useless. Useless run out there. That wasn't a run. He's batting with John Jeffers. He's batting with John.
But it's John who called for the run. John called for the run. John was done. John called for the run. That was suicidal.
No.
Same thing that we were saying. That was no run at all. You're going so far. So you just you don't take chances like that. We were just saying here today could have been John Jeffers' day. And there he goes. John Jeffers run out.
It's 19 for 1.
Suicidal run there. There's no need for that. You just had a beautiful shot you get 4 runs from, and then you're going to squeeze a suicidal single? No.
And it was just a second ball of the over.
That's
so
right.
They were under no pressure at all. Absolutely no pressure. And he goes run out for 9. It's 19 for 1. It's going to be Williams who is going to join Burton.
You know, I don't know if you saw this thing, John, with this test match with Australia and England, these 2 run out, these controversial run outs, as they would say.
Wow.
Now, the run out there of Steve Smith, the third umpire, based to remove the bail. The bail was removed before the ball reached. And the third umpire picked that up.
Was it removed completely out of the slot? The stump was hit. Was the bail removed completely out of the slot when the ball, by the time the ball hit the stump? I saw part of the run out. I had to leave. Initially, what I thought, because the second bail was on the stump.
Yeah, the second bail was
on the stump.
Mm-hmm.
And so, a very controversial Ashes series. Yeah. That's the most I will say on that. Very controversial Ashes series.
That's what the Brits, that's what they say, you know.
And right now, Australia is 135 without loss. Requiring another 240 out for victory.
Yes.
My, that's Australia going on with that one. It's going to be Charles to bowl to Williams. Williams looks around, taps away, and waits for Charles.
I'll get back to that.
As Charles moves away to pass umpire Proctor, bowl to Williams, Williams is getting one at that's one he was looking to run down to third man. Ball beating the outer portion of the bat. Going over the back of the bat, was playing that ball with a closed face and almost giving the bat on the back of the bat to hit.
Not a good start there by Williams. Gonna be Charles again. Getting some carry. Nice carry to Morton. Here is Charles, the ball to Williams. Leaving one outside the line of the off stump. Again, good carry. Morton. He's an all-around line everywhere. He's a batsman, a bowler, a wicket keeper, brilliant fielder. He's all that you want in a cricketer.
Game.
All that you want in a cricketer. Here is Charles again to bowl to Williams. Ball to Williams. Williams is getting my came to bat and pad. What a beautiful delivery. Appeal goes on. Not out, says the umpire. Wonderful delivery.
That delivery move. That ball pitched and moved. And I thought that his off stump was out of the ground. What a delivery. What a delivery. Williams didn't know anything about that one.
My. He was beaten by the bounce of that one.
Yes.
It was a line. He came back with it pitched just about off slump and came back, and when the wicket keeper took it just about leg stump.
Yes.
Ooh, what a wonderful delivery that was. Here is Charles again to bowl to Williams. Williams is getting one that he is running down to the man at Gully. Fields is Cyril. No one resulting. Wonderful over by Charles. Just conceding the 4. It's 19 for 1 at the end of 3.
Yes, they're slowing down the Masters at this point, losing the wicket of John Jeffers. Unfortunately, run out for 9. And as going back to what we're talking about today, Australia. This could be Warner's match to shine, because he hasn't been doing anything much. So 135 without loss, which means that he is going to stay there and bat if the weather permits. Because, you know, looking at the weather over the weekend in England, it said that they're going to get quite some rain. And not only quite some rain, a lot of rain. Because remember last weekend, they had a lot of rain, and this weekend they're going to have a lot of rain also.
Well, Australia won't mind at all. They have the urn going back on the plane to Australia. The urn belongs to Australia. Here is Harris. It's a ball to Burton. Ball to Burton. Burton to this delivery. He's coming forward and covering up. No run resulting. Deon Burton moves away from behind the stump. Fields. It's 19 in the course of over number 4. 19 for 1. Requiring 156 for victory. Here is Harris to bowl to Morton. Morton is still this way on the onside. The man at short mid-wicket field. No run result in that. Singh doing well. Score remains on 19. 19 for no loss. Here is Harris to bowl to Morton. Morton is looking to drive this one outside the line of the off stump, not making contact. Goes to be taken by Morton. Score remains on 19.
The uncle and the nephew.
19.
The uncle batting and the nephew kicking.
Here is Harris. Morton taps away, waits for Harris. When he gets there, he's hitting this one down to long off. That is going to scamper way down to the boundary 4 runs. Wonderful looking shoot, a brave shot there by Morton, and just getting it to the left at the man at mid-off, and it goes into the long off boundary 4 runs.
Good shot indeed. It was early, but it was away from the man at long off. Quite some distance from him, and coming into the boundary here for 4. Good shot there by Burton.
Wonderful looking stroke. Burton has a 3 scoring shots, and 3 of them are boundaries. Here is Harris again to bowl to Burton. Burton is hitting this one wide off. This one is going to be dangerous. It could be run out, and he's gone. A direct hit. Williams caught. Ball watching, a wonderful throw by Sale, direct hit, and Williams goes, another run out. Well, it's the opposite. We saw all ball for the Foreign Stars, and now it's run out for the Masters.
You see, there again, John, you don't ball watch. The ball was going straight at the fielder. Stop. Don't call for the single. Allow the ball to beat him. But you didn't. He fielded the ball and Both of them were caught in the middle of the wicket.
I'll tell you what. Had Williams, if Williams was in a position of backing up, that was an easy single.
Yeah.
But Williams caught ball watching. The ball, Morton played the ball on the move, and so he played and he ran. He was coming to what would have been the danger end, so he would have made it. He was sure that he could have made it, and he made it home. That's why Cyril, recognizing that Morton was making it home, he decided to go to the striker's end and direct it, even the keeper would have taken that ball, it would have been out.
Yes.
He would have been out. He was a long way out.
Yes.
Well,
it seems as though change of luck here, John. Runouts, bold.
It was bold for the Foreign Stars. It's runouts. Cali, the new man. Cali Rogers.
So it's 23?
23 for 2. 23 for 2 in the course of over number 4. Cali Rogers, the new batsman, facing, and he's hitting this one through the offside. The man at cover point fields, no run resulting. That's the end of over number 4. And at the end of 4, it's a 23 for 2. The Masters replying to 125 scored by the Foreign Stars. 155 scored by the Foreign Stars.
Yes, another setback here for the Masters. And Cali Rogers and the Burton, they're going to have to stick it out there and see how far they can take the total, because we know there are 2 capable batsmen out there. They can push the scoring along. But I know that Cali had a little injury. I don't know if he's over it already, but the last match he was limping very, very much. So I do hope that it's much better now and he's able to play a good innings here today.
One would hope. The Masters will hope that he is in fine, not only in good health, but in fine form, because he needs to be in good nick. Here is Charles in his third over, the 5th of the innings, the ball to Burton. Burton to this delivery is getting one on the pad, rocked on the pad, loud appeal, not out says the umpire. That one is pitching on about a leg stump, just outside leg stump, and on every day of the week, it will be signaled not out.
Not out, yeah.
I believe that Charles and Harris will bowl out their 4 overs as they may be looking to leave to go back to St. Martin. Here is Charles from the far end. Look to peg the Masters back some further. Here is middle stump, knocked out of the ground. What a beautiful delivery, squared up. He squared him up and knocked back the middle stump. What a delivery of class.
That ball pitched and moved. And Burton was trying to get across, and what the ball coming through knocked the center stump out of the ground. Very good delivery indeed.
I've not heard a stump hit that hard for the longest while here at the JIWP. It was a beautiful delivery, squared up, beaten and bowled all ends up. Burton, the ultra-aggressive batsman, goes bowled by Charles for 12, and the Masters are in further trouble.
Here.
I just said that Charles would look to put a bigger dent in the Masters' chase before you leave, and so it is. 23 for 3, losing wickets at 19, 23 and 23.
Yes, 2 wickets going down on the same score. And Cali Rogers is not yet off the mark.
Well, Cali Rogers not off the mark. It's going to be skipper, is it Massim Boyne, who has joined Cali Rogers?
Well, seems so. Yes.
Skipper Massim Boyne.
He's going to have to use the long handle today.
Both batsmen yet to score. Williams gone for no score. Here is Charles to bowl to Burns. Burns is getting top of that one. He's a tall man and riding the bounce well, getting it to point, and then resulting. Morton went for 12. Williams without scoring, and John Jeffries for 9. The batsman gone. Kali Rogers is on 0, and so is Mr. Boyne, who faces Charles, getting one down the leg side. Loud appeal. And the keeper didn't take that one, and a wide call and signal by the umpire. Thought that one came off the pad though. Thought that one came off the pad.
Umpire has the best view. The ball pitched and cut down the leg side.
Yes.
So
they are all calling for the third umpire. They are calling for the review system. We don't have the review system.
All the reviews would have been over. Would have been over. The 3 reviews would have been over.
Here is Charles to bowl to Boynes. Passes them ball to Boynes. Boynes to this delivery is getting a slow delivery. Pushes up to cover point, and no run resulting. Score remains on 23. 23 without loss. 23 for 3. 23 for 3. 23 for 3. It's a good evening for cricket. A very nice cooling breeze. Here is Charles. That's a bowl to Masimba Boyne. Bowl to Boynes. To this delivery. Boynes is getting off the pad. He's walking this one off the pad. Down to the boundary. 4 runs. Down to the fine leg boundary. And we wait for the signal. It is 4. And it is 4 runs. Yes. So Boynes is off the mark. He is on 4. And the total moves on to 27. 27 for 3. 27 for 3.
A similar delivery that he got the wide from. He played a similar shot and missed, but this time he did not miss and getting 4 runs. Good shot there from
the angle that Charles is coming from. I will not have a third man. I will have a fine leg. I will have a fine leg, not a third man. And so he is coming. He's pitching the ball just about off stump and angling into the batsman. Here is one that is hitting down the ground. He won't score, the ball hitting into the ground and then trickles down to mid-on. The over comes to an end at the end of over number 5. At the end of 5, it is a 27 for 3.
Yes, a tight over there. Masters just getting the 5 run, the 1 wide, and Simba getting off the mark. But all in all, it's tight bowling here by the foreign stars. They're bowling very, very tight, and they're not giving anything away.
No.
And we observe here that on quite a few occasions they've been calling for reviews.
Reviews, yes. Calling for reviews. Well, the Masters, they are looking for 156 for victory. They are 27 for 3. It's going to be Harris with his 3rd over number 6, the final over of the power play. Final over of the power play. It's 27.
We can see in the back here that the ladies, they are getting ready for their football match against a visiting team from St. Kitts.
Here is Harris to bowl to Kali. Kali is hitting this 1-2 point and misfield there by Charles. Kali gets off the mark. He's on 1 and the total moves on to 28. 28, yes. It is international friendly between Anguilla and St. Kitts and Nevis.
And ladies, okay?
Female international friendly. So go out to the REGTC. Well, there's live action from 5 in the PM. It's going to be Harris coming left arm around to the right arm batsman. Masimba Boyne taps away, waits for Harris. When Harris gets there, Masimba Boyne is coming forward and walking this one on the onside. A short mid-wicket in the person of Mentos is there. No run resulting. Scoring on 28. There is a mid-off. extra cover, backward point. A man from short third has gone to short fine leg. There is a short mid wicket, a long on, and a deep mid wicket. Here is Harris, the ball to Bowens to this delivery. Bowens is getting one that is lying on the pads, and again finding short mid wicket. He can roll his wrist on that some more and look to get that much squarer. He is not in any danger of getting LBW there. Here is Harris again to Bowens. Bowens is giving himself room, slapping it to the left of the man of mid-on. Ashley White comes away and saves only one to Bowens. Bowens moves to 5 and the total moves on to 29. At 29 for 30. The scorer tells me that I'm 1-1 behind. Here is Harris, the ball to Cali. Rogers is cutting straight to the man. No run resulting. Yes, Cali Rogers. Here is Harris, the ball to Cali. Again, straight to the man at cover. No run resulting. Cali is not finding these gaps at all. He's just finding feelers. The end of over number 6, and at the end of 6, it is 30 for 3. And after comments from the man Kelsick, the new voice that you're going to hear is that of the man Doc.
Yes, a very good over there. See the bowler 6 over after 6 overs. That was the power play. Some 30 runs. And another 126 runs needed from 14 overs. But let's see whether or not the Masters can get these runs, or they'll be bowled out, or the foreign stars will win without a doubt. So far, not too bad. 3 wickets down, and we have Charles will continue and think he's finished his spell. Over, Doc.
Yes, indeed. About to bowl his 4th, Keithstone Charles. Picked up a wicket. Absolutely knocked over that middle stump. What a ball that was to dismiss Burton. Yes, Charles. Into bowl, and to this delivery. Bowen is forward, pushing back down to the bowler for no run. It's 30. So, let me see, there's a Bowen that plays for Chelsea. I don't know Bowen that plays for Chelsea. He plays for West Ham. I know a Bowen playing for West Ham. I don't know one for Chelsea. Remy Minette is an absolute comedian. Here comes Charles. He's into bowl, and this is picked up and launched over. It's going to drop just short of the wall, all the way for 6.
Very good shot indeed. Good pick up there by Simba. Tall man, and just luring forward and just gave it full treatment. Gets another 6.
That's what he can do.
And we see the captain is making some adjustments to the field.
That is what he can do. They're a man short right now.
Yes.
Foreign stars are playing down a man. Trying to figure out which man that is. Trying to figure out which man is not.
They have 10 there, but I don't know the guys really, so.
It's going to be Keithstone Charles again to bowl to Masimba Bowen. Bowen is pushing into the offside now for no run. I know key man that's pushing for them today is the usual wicket-keeper Dion Williams. He is out today.
Tyson is there. You seeing Shiv?
Not seeing Benjamin right now. Maybe on a long off boundary actually. As this is down the leg side. Well, stop there by wicket-keeper Burton. It will be a wide call signaled by umpire Hodge. It was directed there by Keithstone Charles. Still.
Is that umpire Hodge or Proctor?
Oh, it's Proctor now. It was Hodge earlier.
It was Hodge earlier. I'm missing Butler. I'm playing Butler.
It's going to be Keithstone Charles again. Right arm over to bowl, and so coming off the pad Just a single. Very good wicket keeping there again by Dion Burton. Leg byes. 38. The score now in the course of over number 7. As Bowen, he'll have to go great guns. Get his side to the 156 required for victory.
And I think what's going to happen, Doc, is going to need a big partnership between these two batters there.
One wicket to fall to a bowler. Came to this Keithstone-Greaves, knocked over Richard Burton, the left-hander. Now he's bowling to Kelly Rogers. To this delivery, Rogers is looking to clip this one. And it's down the leg side. It will be a wide. Yet again, the call and signaled by the umpire. He's in rather loose in this final over. Keithstone-Greaves, a number of wides, a number of unnecessary wides.
Interesting place fielding here, Doc.
No one behind square.
No one behind square.
They persist with a deep third man and no fine leg for Keithstone-Greaves. He's been directing the ball down the leg side very often to the left-hander. Greaves is into bowl. This one is cut through the point region. Foot raised at right kill. Cyril will win. He pulls the ball back. And they will get just a single. Just a single there.
Yes, you know, Cali is not fully...
It's not healthy.
Healthy at all.
Yes, he is struggling with an injury, Kelly Rogers. As Bowen back on strike. Bowen would have picked up and dispatched Keithstone-Greaves for a monumental 6 early on the over. Looking to do more of the same. The fielder shifted over. It is Greaves. Into bowl to Bowen. Again down the leg side. Again a wide. Well, the umpire's getting some stretching down with his arms.
Yes, he is. Good exercise, yes. Nice cool breeze here today.
Indeed, not hot at all. I've enjoyed the breeze. It's a bit overcast. Well, it was a bit overcast to our south. Well, to the north of us a bit earlier, but the clouds have blown away. Greaves was a slower one. Masimba Bone pushes it straight to point. There'll be no run. That's the over. A very, very long over for Keithstone-Greaves. 11 off it. It's 41 for 3.
He has a good over there for the Masters. 41 for 3. And after somewhat 7 overs. So we have another 13 overs to get 115 runs. And if those two Masters can stay there and push the score along, they'll probably get close. But you never know in the game of cricket. And we have lost the sun temporarily at this moment, but it's a nice cool breeze that is blowing across the Webster's Park here. A little crowd here watching as usual. And we hope that the folks will come on up, or you go to the football, because female international Anguilla versus St. Kitts will be starting in about the next 18 minutes or so.
I only wish that the people at home could hear what Remy said. There's a rumor going around that a certain one of us will be playing next weekend. I won't say who it was. You have to come out here to hear what Remy is saying. Harris, the ball is final over. Left arm over, ball into Kelly Rogers, who's back and cutting but not picking the gap. There is no run.
He'll have to delay the shot a little bit more, Doc, and place the ball, because he has 3 men in the offside here. Now they're making some adjustment. So it's 4 men in the offside. And he'll have to try to place that ball.
Harris going left arm around to Rogers. Rogers is covering up. There'll be no run on offer. This one slapped over the offside. That's the Kelly Rogers we know. That's 4 runs.
Good shot indeed. As we mentioned, place the ball. Just delay the shot a little and just place the ball between them. Get it. That's the Kelly. That's the Rogers. And he likes that shot, Doc. He likes that shot.
Just slapping it over the offside. You have to call it a slap. That's what it is. It's a slap. Up and over the inner ring and the offside field. He's a left-handed batter. Everything he plays looks good. Harris. Into Bolton Rogers, who's slugging this one. It's down toward the square leg boundary where Ashby does the fielding. Rogers is back and he will get 2.
Good running, very good running indeed. He saw the fielder not picking up the ball as yet and realized that he can make it, so take the second run.
Harris left arm around again. Into ball to Rogers. Rogers getting this one and it's straight down the throat of Singh, a short mid wicket. Kelly Rogers goes, caught Singh off the bowling of Harris. It is 47 for 4.
The bounce was too much for him. The ball turned with that bounce and he was already committed to the shot and just giving Singh there an easy catch. It's not a setback there for the Masters. Kelly was just looking his old self. So we'll see what Bradshaw will be able to do as Bradshaw will be going out to replace Kelly Rogers. Just getting him to himself.
We know Bradshaw can bat,
Yeah.
but he's hurt. He's a wounded animal. But he'll have to come up there and do a job for his side. I think we saw when the injury took place a couple of weeks ago here at the JRWP. We saw when he went down with the injury. But he's coming out to do it. He had to retire hurt that game, if I remember correctly. He retired hurt that game. Came back out as the last man. But he's coming out to do a job for his side.
Well, it seems that the Foreign Stars are on course to win this game. By the way they are playing, they are very energetic and they are on course to win this game, Doc.
47 for 4. 47 for 4 as Bradshaw comes to the wicket. Masimba Bone, the skipper, he'll need more of the shot he played a couple overs ago. It's a few more lofty blows to relieve the pressure on his side. It's a master side of that. Yet to win, I believe. Well, I don't know if they're yet to win, but they've not put out a full, comprehensive performance yet for the tournament. This is going to be Harris bowling left arm around to the right-handed Bradshaw. Harris, the ball to Bradshaw, tries to attack the pads. Bradshaw got the bat down and he will labor through for a single. 48 the score moves still in the course of at the end of over number 8. It's 48 for 4.
Yes, it is very tough going here by the Masters at 48 for 4. We want to see something special from Bradshaw and Masimba, who could play very well and hit some good sixes. We need a few of that right now.
They need a few more. He said one. He said just one. We need more of them. As well, what is going to happen for the Foreign Stars?
Yes, we said the departure of
Swing has to go.
Swing has to go.
Harris has to go. Charles has to go.
That will be tough going here out here at the JRW.
They have 5 outfielders right now. They were playing with 10. They've lost 3. They have 7. They only have 5 outfielders right now.
But they could still pull up a very good win. So it's 8 overs. So the bowler is Shiv. Is that Shiv?
Does seem to be the left-handed pace bowler. Well, medium slow rather. Shiv Benjamin.
You see, but we have quite a number of fielders here. I could see in my vantage 3 and 2, 5,
Yes,
6, 7, 8. The doves are there.
You have about 3 backward square legs, a man at the short fine leg, have another square leg, a forward square leg,
And a fine leg.
you have a fine leg, you have a deep fine leg as well.
And a deep cover.
about 20 pigeons here that have landed. Oh, that one almost knocked him over. As Shift came in, that one kept it low. I don't think Bradshaw had too much idea about it at all.
So they have the extra fielders, but I wonder if they would stop the ball in time.
They may fly away. Here comes Shiv into ball to Bradshaw. They'll get just the single.
Now is the time for the Masters to capitalize on that game.
It's unfortunate that the game had to start so late. It was supposed to start at 1, it started at 2. So when the game would have been finishing now at 4:45, it's not going on a lot further. It may go to 5:45. Slapped back down on the ground. There's no one back there. I think Shave may have gotten a hand to it, but not enough to stop it. That's going to be 4 runs. Masimba Bowen again showing his power.
Yes, that was a very beautiful shot by Bowen, straight down the ground. Although Shiv got a hand to it, but it still trickled into the boundary for 4 runs. 4 good runs by Masimba Bowen.
The scores moved on to 52. The 50 is up. 52 here for the loss of 4 wickets. Bradshaw 1, Bowen is 15. Leading scorer right now, the skipper. The leading scorer for his side. Benjamin. Slower ball and it's tugged down toward mid-wicket for a single.
The Masters is squeezing well, you know. If Singapore and Rogers can stay there for the next 8 overs, they will be looking good.
Now the man at long on goes into place. That's a Shiv into ball to Bradshaw. Bradshaw sends it straight down to the man at long on. It's Tyson down there. It's just a single.
Don't forget, next weekend we'll have a special guest in the house.
Here comes Benjamin. He's into ball to Bowen, who's pushing it back down to the ball. A 4-0 run at the end of 9. It's 54. 54 for 4.
Yes, someone is asking about a commentator's match. Doc, you would open the batting?
Open the batting? I batted at number 4 when I was at number 15. At the 19, I batted at 7. I don't think I'm opening any batting right now.
Well, we would have to try something with Keithstone-Greaves as an opening batsman from Montserrat and Renford Kelsick at number 2. What is the foreign stars here on course to win this game, but the Masters could capitalize on the missing of some players here, Frankie.
Depleted badly. But the left armer, did he complete his quota of bowling?
Yes, they did.
Okay. So held back was him, so he's going to continue now.
That's his first over.
Yes, he's going to be bowling to Bradshaw. Goes away from us. Passes the umpire, left arm, over the wicket. And he's hitting it hard and high. And will he get there? No. He didn't get there in time. It was 1 bounce to the fielder on the long on boundary. A single has been had. Bradshaw moves on to 3. And the score moves on to 55.
Bradshaw moves to 4. That's his 4th run. 4.
Okay, thank you. All singles, I presume?
All singles.
Easily played by Bowen into the outside. The bowler feels to his own bowling. Was it Mintus? Is he bowling in shades?
Yeah, he is.
It appears so. They have put the man wider on long on boundary. I would have kept him straight. I would have kept him straighter. Just where he was before, I would have kept him right there. Magazine is bowling beautifully, and it's a pity they don't have any substitutes. Should have gotten some youngsters out there to help them, but they're gonna carry on the fight. Left armer, the ball to the right-handed batsman. He gets on the weight, and how is he? An appeal. I thought he was bowled, but there was an appeal for stumping.
For stumping, yes, stumping by Morton. Very good wicket-keeper batsman, leg spinner.
All-rounder. Left arm spinner goes into bowl, and he comes in forward there, and there's within a sneaky single. The score rolls on to 56. Morton, the keeper, didn't effect that stumping because the guy was grounded, but Bowen goes on to 16. So 56. Now in the over number 10. So they need exactly 100, is it?
Yes, 100.
Looking to turn it into the onside. He's begging.
Yes, that's asking, that's begging.
Begging.
By Wazim Mentos, but not out, says umpire John.
Bowen says, I'm going to knock you out to the bat. So at the end of 10, it's 56. 56 for 4. 4?
Yes, 56 for 4 at the end of 10 overs. Still 102 runs to get. 100.
Yeah.
Can they make it, the Masters? They still have the firepower to make it. But...
And an advantage of a lessened field.
Lessened field.
Oh. Let's see how well they will apply themselves, because the Stars are not going to lie down. They're going to bowl, and they've been bowling tight, and all the matches that they've played, they've been bowling very effectively. All they have got to do is to balance the field out and ensure that the bowlers bowl wicket to wicket. Make the batters work for their runs.
Yeah, Frankie, what do you think about the winning of West Indies yesterday and Casey Carty?
Casey Carty, I'm immensely proud of him. I'd had the privilege of working on the association as a selector at the time with Cardigan Connor. I don't remember if it was Mr. Hodge or Hughes. What's his name? The short guy who used to open. I don't remember who was the president, but I worked with Cardigan Connor. I can't remember. I think it's one of the proctors who was the selector along with myself. Getting him onto the under-19s, getting Ashan onto the under-19s, and watch him grow from there. And I'm very much proud of him. He has grown. I just hope that the selectors and the captain and the coach treats him rightly. You don't use him as a measuring stick to dig you out of the hole.
You say he's unfairly treated.
Unfairly treated.
I would say that he should bring a test side.
Well, that is part of it. He should be in the
together with Shea Hope.
Right, and he should be in the ODIs. Those are the two segments I would have him play. I wouldn't push him for T20. I wouldn't. I'll keep him in those formats. Let him his temperament suits those two formats at the moment. And to know that he made 80 odd and they did not start with him. And then perhaps a forced change, because I think it's a forced change to get the vice captain out of there and others in order for him to come in. Else they have used him again as they usually do at the last match. But I'm glad he got in. He's got to finish the tournament, and let's see what happens from here on in.
You see, Reuven Paul will have to control his temperament as a batsman. You are the vice captain. You cannot try to hit every ball into the boundary.
That's Blackwood.
Blackwood.
I don't think Blackwood should be on any West Indies team at the moment. Should not be on any West Indies team at the moment. And Powell, I think they should strip him of the captaincy. Find a new captain, even if they have to give it to Hope for the T20s. They should strip him of the captaincy. He is no example whatsoever as a captain to be leading West Indies.
You see, that's the problem that I have, and all over Facebook I have placed it up. What is the role of Raymond Reefer, who bats at number 8 for Barbados and number 3 for West Indies?
I get a headache when I hear that name.
I get a headache when I hear that name.
It's Shiv.
He should never be around the team, period.
Shiv Benjamin.
This one was played back up the strip, mid-off, wide, fields. Here's the left-armer. And he's almost getting through there, comes off of the outer portion of the batter boy and runs into the square area. The wicketkeeper has done a gallant job of running to get it. And was in Winters, reading the game, runs up to the strip to stand by the stumps, but they got 2 runs.
2 runs.
So Bowen has moved on to 18, and the score has gone on to 58. Left-handed bowler is who?
Shiv Benjamin.
Oh, Benjamin. He batted beautifully. Here he comes, passes the umpire at the southern end. Like a delivery, Bowen drives, but only on the ground. He's not giving him the opportunity to go underneath because Bowen can hoik the ball to the boundary. So the bowler is bowling right and tight. In comes Benjamin. And he's onto the back foot playing and missing. A belated appeal by Benjamin, but to no avail. The score remains on 58 for 4. For those of you who are listening, we hope that you're hearing us loud and clear and that you're enjoying it from where you're at. In comes the left armer in Benjamin. Shot, and hits it high, and it goes over the head of the man at mid-off into the long-off boundary. And Bowen gets a boundary, goes on to 22. And the score goes on to 62. Now what I would have done is to keep the man 3/4 of the way to the boundary.
Yeah, okay, all right.
3/4 of the way to the boundary so that you got to hit it properly over me. He was too far in. I kept him 3/4 of the way to the boundary, might have brought up the catch. Or put him fully out there. Let him work to get the ball to either right or left of the fielder. But restrict the boundaries. Give them 1s and 2s. In comes Benjamin into the ball. Slow delivery this time. And he gets under it. What will it be? He's gotten the 6. No. He should not have given him that. I kept saying, don't let him get underneath. Now he gets the 6. He moves on to 28. That's Bowen. You cannot afford to give the game to the Masters. Make them work for it.
Yes, that was a very good stroke here by Bowen. He got under that one and lifted up over mid-on and into the boundary for 6 runs. The player just had to go and retrieve it. It was a very good stroke by Bowen. That's what we know Bowen can do.
Don't go give him the slow pitch delivery so that he can get under it. Keep him right and tight. Keep it right and tight. The ball before, he bowled it beautifully. He hit it in the air, yes. It was aerially, but he did not get under it. Keep it that way. Keep it that way. You got to ensure that you make them work for the runs. You are limited with fielders, and so you have to set the field in an opportune way in order for them not to get easy runs. Here goes the left armer in Winters outside the off stump, and the driving and missing there is the batter in Bradshaw. We're into over number 12.
You see, I'm watching the 20 overs in United States, and I saw Malik is still doing something.
Yes. Playing and missing again, looking to hit it too hard. You've got so many gaps. Work the ball into the gaps, time it properly.
And if you time it and it beats the fieldman, it's 4.
Yes.
At our back, you could hear the shout of the football at our back here. On the other side at the Gishad Stadium.
Not a shot, not a delivery faster. Gets the measure of it, plays it into the offside. A single has been had. And so Bradshaw moves on to 5 and the score moves on to 69. 69 for 4, we're into over number 12. Winters, this is his second over?
Second over, yes.
And he goes away from us, passes umpire John. Flat delivery, and struck hard there by Bowen, and the fielder stops effectively, but not efficiently. The single has been had. Bowen moves on to 29. Now, What Bowen should have done was to wait a little later and play it square. He's got so many gaps.
Yes, just wait a little and delay the shot and play it
Yes.
square.
Nice shot, lovely feeling there. Bradshaw is trying to ease that one into the gap. He goes on to 6 and the score goes on to 71. Bowen is on 29. So 71 for 4 and over number 12.
Remy, let me say good afternoon to you, Remy. Good afternoon, Remy.
This time he pulls it into the onside, but the man is nicely set. Wideish long on and has restricted them to a single. Now, in that situation, the batters should have been looking to hustle, but I don't think Bradshaw is in that fitness mode to be able to run the extra run.
Yes, he pulled a muscle earlier on.
While fielding.
While fielding, we saw Cali Rogers also nursing an injury to his leg.
So we have to call them the wounded team now then.
Then one of us would have to go and play for them.
I surely won't. No promises I'll do that. For years they've been behind me since I've been back in Angola. When I was in my prime, I didn't. I used to come and help the youngsters. And I know I could have done it, but it was just not in me. I had to make up my mind to say no.
You see, there's a time when you should say no.
Call it a day. Look at Broad. He's called it a day.
Yes, that's it.
Anderson hasn't given up yet.
You see, some people don't know how to.
I don't know why he's holding on. He's tired. He says he doesn't get the wickets, that he can bowl properly on the strips. He's going to retire. Let's see what happens at the end of the Ashes. And their next tour, I think, is to India. Yeah.
On the flat wickets in India, we'll put more pressure on James Anderson.
Oh yes, but Broad has done the wise thing, and I'm sure he's got a proper plan for his future.
It's Shiv Benjamin.
Yes, gonna continue. Now the move has been made. You put the man on the long off boundary. Let him go elsewhere if he wants to run. And this one comes off the outer portion of the bat into the backward point area. The man from square comes around, picks up, fields well. It's a single to Bowen. He goes on to 31 and the score is on to 73. 73 for 4. The Masters chasing 156. In comes the left armer. He's going on Bratch's nice shot, but finds, what, he's gone? Is he?
No, he just made it home, just in time.
My goodness, but nice.
Umpire Proctor was just in the right spot.
Nice thinking by Mintos. Ball went to him slowly, but as soon as he gathered it, he sent it to the bowling the bowler where Bradshaw was running to, but he got home easily. Again, this one is straight. Struck harder. He bounded off of Mintos, and so they have stolen another single. So it's 32. 32 to Bowen, 7 to Bradshaw. The score is 74, is it?
74.
13 or 12. Here he comes. This one, he strikes it.
Going into 13.
Bradshaw gets another run. He goes on to 8. Into 13.
Yes, 13 forward.
Okay. And so the score goes on to 75 in this 13th over. It's tough going. Unless these two batters bat sensibly. Here is Benjamin. And this one is... Oh, lovely catch indeed!
Yes, that was a
lovely catch indeed! And the man on the spot, right there, Umpire John, has put up the finger to assure Bowen is not taking it in any sporting mood. He's mad with himself because he has to go. Can't lead his team home now. And so the 5th wicket has gone for the Masters. They are 75 for 5 in the 13th over.
Yes, Remy asked for upstairs. Remy, he's out, Remy, brilliantly cut. by Wickle Civil.
The umpire was right there, I mean. The umpire was right there.
Remy, he's out. Who's going in there? I
Is
cannot.
that Olivier
That's
who's
Olivier. Olivier.
Yeah.
Desmond Olivier.
And that's why Remy showed in. So the 5th wicket has gone down in the 13th over. And how many balls remaining? 2?
2 balls.
2 balls remaining. Olivier, he's a dangerous batsman when he gets going. He's got to go and rescue his team.
1 ball.
1 ball. 75 for 5 in the 13th over. So Benjamin has picked up the dangerous Bowen, who was looking to challenge them to take his team home, looking to get 156. That was not to be. And again, this lovely shot, lovely fielding there by the bowler to his own bowling, brings to the end the 13th over, and the score remains on 75 for 5. The Masters chasing 156. And so we're going to go into over number 14. It's going to take a mammoth task in order for them to get to that total.
Yes, they would have to have a miracle indeed here to get to that total here. 75 for 5 in the 13th over. Still good cricket left. The light is good. A very nice breeze is blowing. It's not as hot as it was Sunday gone. Very good breeze indeed.
Need to get 81 off of the next 7 overs if they are to take this game home.
We have a bowling change. Ashley White.
Captain Ashley White comes into the bowling attack. Winters has bowled 2, so he's going to hold him back, it appears. And Bradshaw takes a fresh guard. Ashley White is a right-arm spinner. So we've got a man down on the long leg boundary, straight mid-wicket. We've got a man at backward point, an extra cover outside the off stump. He bowls it nicely, and there's a single scamper. Bradshaw trying for all his might on his bad leg. Moves to 9. The score goes on to 76.
But let me say good afternoon to Keithstone-Greaves. We have not heard him for today. Keith, good afternoon wherever you are.
Wherever you are, here's hoping all is well. Here goes Captain White. That is delivery right on the stumps. It comes off of the pad or the bat, but the wicketkeeper is giving chase. And they come back for 2. Bradshaw hobbling home. It's leg byes. So 78 is for 5. Over number 14 we are in. White goes into bowl to Olivier. Nice flatter delivery again this time. Lovely punch down the ground, but there are 2 fielders coming. The man from Whitish mid-off gets there first, and so they have been limited to 1 run. He's off the mark. The score goes on to 79, but a lovely shot indeed.
Yes, that was a beautiful shot by Olivier. He played it all along the ground, and 2 fielders converge upon it and limit them to 1 run.
Let's see what's Bradshaw's approach. Here goes White into bowl to him. Flattish delivery, playing and missing. It goes to the keeper, and there is no run. The score remains on 79 for 5. 79 for 5. Lighted delivery brings Bradshaw forward, and there is no run had. So White goes in, and Bradshaw gets this one, turns it into the onside, brings straight mid-wicket. In was Mintus, who jogs along nicely, picks it up, brings to the end over number 14. The score goes on to 80. 80 for 5, the Masters, in reply to 155 made by the Foreign Stars.
Yes, it's 80 for 5. Very tough going here by the Masters. They were hoping that Cali Rogers and Bowen would be there to pilot them home, but it's a very uphill task at this time here by the Masters team.
So it's 80 for 5. A need of 75 runs from 6 overs.
Yes, it's a bowling change in the Portie Clinic end. It will be Wazim Mentos to continue from that side.
Olivier has donned his cap. Mentos is ready, but Olivier is walking back to his box. Umpire should signal a dead ball.
But he didn't.
He didn't. Now it's Mentos, who has been changed to the southern end. They call it the Central Polyclinic end. Got a delivery, faster one, and he's giving him. He's giving him. Nice delivery, pushed through by Mentos. Has brought the change. He's missing his partner in crime who is gone. And that would have been the other left-arm bowler. They stifled the teams that they met throughout this tournament. And no ball has been called. Is it a no ball? There was a signal of a no ball.
There was a signal.
This is confusing. But Bratter has gone LBW.
LBW, leg before wicket by Wazim Mentos. A very good left-arm bowler indeed. He gets drift, he gets bungs, he gets swings. The new batsman is?
Not sure of the name.
It's Brown.
Brown. So it's 80 for 6. We're into over number 15, and the 75 needed. The new batsman is Brown.
Yes, Brown.
Olivier is at the non-strikers and he's on 1. What will Brown do? Last time he was batting beautifully, but then he figured that he got chiseled out. Had a hard talk with the umpire as he walked off the field. Here comes the left-armer in Wazim Mentos. Brown is bowled! He is bowled! Must have played that one on. It pitched outside the off stump, got the inner portion of the bat, and his stumps have been disturbed. Brown goes bowled for naught.
You see, Brown did not trouble the scores up here. He scored a golden duck. It's not Easter, and he scored a golden duck. Duck to Brown here, Frankie, a golden duck. As we see a slight drizzle.
My goodness. Ooh, they are in trouble, the Masters.
Now we have Charlie Rogers making his way to the center.
Charlie Hodge.
Charlie Hodge, not Roger, Hodge.
Medium pacer batter. We call him an all-rounder. Played for Anguilla in the early days. Now he marches to the batting area to see what he can do for his team, the Masters. It is 80 for 7. An uphill task here for the Masters at this point in time. We're in over number 15. Mentos is bowling from the southern end. He's into his 3rd over. A slight drizzle is coming. We have to make sure that it's not coming from the south. It seems to be coming a little from our backs, the north area. We've got some plastics there to secure the instruments just in case. Here is Charlie into his stance. Receives from Mentos and it hit straight back past the bowler. Wideish mid-on. Comes around, fields. Charlie's off the mark. He's gotten a single. The score goes on to 81. 81 for 7. The Masters in dire straits. Looking to get 156. Mentos in his third over comes in from the southern end. Fly to delivery to Olivier, and Olivier dispatches it disdainly into the onside. We're waiting on the signal. We get 6. So Olivier goes on to 7. And the score goes on to 87. 87 for 7 in over number 15. It was a foolish delivery from Mentos. Olivier did the best that he could do, got under it, and dispatched it over the mid-wicket boundary. Flatter delivery onto the back foot, and they're looking, almost a run out there. And it comes down, the rain comes down hard, and you could hear it. They are going to continue. 87. Olivier is Ozzy. That's the call, and it is out. Stumped. 87 for 7. Olivier goes for 7. Stumped off the bowling of Mentos. Now becomes 87 for 8.
Yes, that was a beautiful stumping here by Burton. Stumping Desmond Olivier, who tried to manufacture a stroke to the Central Polyclinic and it was not there for him to do that, and he was brilliantly stumped by Burton. We have another Brown going in. That's Holford Brown. Yes, it looks like Holford.
So who is it that batted before? The other Brown?
Yeah, the other Brown, yeah.
Okay. So this is Holford Brown. Umpires are going to allow the game to continue. The shower has passed. Still some slight sprinkles around. Our instruments are okay. We are okay. And the playing is going to be okay. Alfred Brown told me his uncle they gave him the name of Holford. David Holford at the time was playing cricket for the West Indies.
Yes, David Holford.
His uncle was a fan of David Holford, the off spinner, the cousin to Gary Sobers. Nice cricketer.
Yeah, I remember Holford.
Nice all-rounder.
The great Gary Sobers turned 77 yesterday.
87.
87, not 77. 87.
Frightening me.
Clive Lloyd is 77.
Yes. Mentos has how many balls left? One?
One
One delivery left in his third over. Comes into ball to Alfred. He's beaten. He is beaten. The keeper did not collect cleanly, but it brings to the end the 15th over. And it's 87 for 7 or 8. 8. Are we correct? 87 for 8?
for 9.
87 for 9?
Because we had 2 run-outs, bowled, cut, leg before stump, bowled.
87 for 9.
But
yes, Olivier was the 8th out. And then we had another man bowled.
Brown. Let me see what Charlie could do to pull his side out of trouble. So it is Ashley White bowling to Charlie.
Down the leg side. Must have come off of the pad. Oh no? Now the belated signal comes from the umpire. So the score moves on to 88 by way of extras. We had 27 extras in the bowling, from the bowling of Stars. How many will we get from the bowling of the Masters? How many will we get from the bowling of Stars?
We already have 10.
All right. There's another one coming here. Leg buys. Takes it to 89. The fielders are shifting around. We've got a man down on the deep mid-wicket boundary. Long off and comes into long off, mid off. And mid on comes in as well from long on. And a lovely ball in there from White. Ashley White trying to restrict the Masters team. They started with 10, they eventually got their 11, so if they lose another wicket, they'll still have another batter to come. We're into over number 16. And the crowd is going wild behind us here. It's Anguilla who's playing St. Kitts-Nevis, I understand?
Yes, St. Kitts-Nevis.
Yes. And it's a attempt. He missed it, oh, it's a wide. But you can be out-stumped off the wide. That means he missed the stumps.
He missed it clearly.
Ah.
But still very good wicket keeping here by Burton.
Yes.
This is the 39th extra of the game.
Had he just broken it, it would have been his walking for him. It is Brown. He's facing up to White. Goes away from us. Flighted deliveries onto the back foot. And Brown is leaving it alone. He's having a fine time. You need runs and you're leaving balls alone.
But he still have a lot
outside the off stump. He could have made a cut.
A cut shot.
Yes. He goes White. Flatter delivery. And Brown is looking to pull. And he missed it completely. Bowling very good indeed. Flighting them. Bowling them faster and flatter. White is ready. Brown is not. Brown now settles. Right arm spinner. Flighted delivery, and he comes easily forward. Looking for that single. Charlie is not interested. Brings to the end the 16th over, and we are on 90. 90 for 8. Looking to get 156, the Masters.
Yes, that was a very good over here by Ashley White. Just saw 2 wides out of that over here, and it was still a very good over here. There's a lot of shouting from our back here where St. Kitts is playing and Anguilla here and
St. Kitts-Nevis.
St. Kitts-Nevis in a friendly game here out here on the Gishad Stadium.
How many overs now has White bowled?
That's his second over.
White? And now Mintus is going to bowl his 4th over.
His 4th.
We're into over number 17. So it's a lost cause here for the Masters. They are 90 for 8. Looking to get 156. This one is played into the outside by Charlie. Brings the extra cover man into contention. He fields easily. Mintus is the bowler. Bowling his final over. It's 4 overs allotted if you're going to bowl a full quarter. He's onto the back foot, slapping it. This time he's going to get a single there, running, but Brown is hobbling. They should have gotten 2. But the team with the wounded soldiers are in a spot of bother.
Yes, they are a bit wounded today. We could see a lot of limping taking place here while it is Mentos who will be bowling to Brown.
He's yet to get off the mark, is it right?
Still on 0.
Still on 0.
His favorite score, 0.
In comes Mintus left arm, and Brown turns it into the onside. Charlie's hustling. Oh, had there been a direct hit, Charlie would have been coming to home sweet home. But he managed to make it in because the keeper who collected that ball missed the throw in. So Brown moves on to 1. The score on to 92. It is for 8 in over number 17. Mentos in his final over. Flatter delivery. An appeal being made, and this time is given. I was wondering. It was flighted beautifully, pitched on stump, connected to the pads of Charlie Hodge, and he comes back LBW to Mintus for 2.
Yes, Charlie played, and it was in the center of that pitch here, and he's out. LBW to Wazim Mentos, who has 4 wickets to his name.
4 wickets.
Yeah.
So he's picked up all the other guys. His partner, did his partner pick up any, the other left armer?
Yes, 2.
So 92 for 9. We're in over number 17. And who's that batter who has gone out there?
I cannot make him out properly. He has number 21 on his shirt, but he's not in.
Oh, he must have been the man who came late. Because they started with 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I'm trying to find out. Let me ask Remy. Remy, who is that new batsman? Remy, who is that new batsman?
he settles in now. Mentos is about to complete his over, his 4th. Comes into bowl to the batters again. This one, he got his bat down. Excuse me. Was directly on the stumps, and he's able to get a single. Remy, if you're hearing us, we would like to have the name of that batter. Over is not yet over. It has one more ball. Morton thought so. So now it's Brown who will be facing Mentos with that final ball of his 4th over. Batter delivery. Now he gets it off the pads into the air, into the mid-wicket region. They gingerly run for a single. And Brown is chastising Mentos. Told him, you're not going to get my wicket today. He's able to get back on that. The score goes on to 93 at the end of over number 17. 93 for 8. Or was it 9? 9?
For 9.
9. 93 for 9. Last man out, Charlie Hodge will double it to Mentos. So Mentos has picked up 4 wickets?
Yeah, 4 wickets for 16.
From his 4 overs?
From his 4 overs. Very good bowling by Wazim Mentos. He's always a handful to deal with. Remy, if you hear us, who is that new batsman?
Any maidens for Mentos?
No maidens. So it will be Ashley White.
Bowl his 3rd over, which will be the 18th. So he'll be bowling the 18th and the 20th if needed. And looking to plunge this one into the onside. Brown is telling the umpire it's wide. My goodness, Brown wants to have the say. He wants to be judge.
Remy, who is that batsman?
And Jura. Lays it into the onside. It falls short of Mentos. The bounce beats him, and it's going to run to the boundary. He collects it though, and they end up getting 2 runs. As Brownie moves on to 4, and the score moves on to 95. 95 it is for 9.
96.
96. And Brownie's on 4. He allows this one to go through outside the off stump.
And here is Holford asking for the umpire for another wide. But it's outside the off stump.
It goes right. That the delivery, and this time, is he out? The umpire walks in, but the keeper is gonna
do some repairs here.
Yes, apparently
he was not stumped.
Apparently his foot was anchored in the box. 2 deliveries in the over left for White. Brown is on 4.
On 4 years, very steady going by Brown.
He's going to boost up that 4. Again, he looks to on drive. It comes off of the pad. The wicketkeeper tries to effect a run out, but unable to do it. Brown got a chance to get back in. Again, a direct hit. He would have been a goner. We're into over number 18. White is bowling his 3rd over. Flighted delivery. Brings Brown forward. I wonder what kind of shot is that. Oh man, there's no time to be giving away the runs, even though you can afford it. And it is a single to Brown, is it?
A single, yes.
Yes, so he goes on to 5, and the score goes on to 97. At the end of number 18, it's 97 for 9.
Yeah, we see Brown here doing all kind of dances. I would see those dances there in folk dance or Creole dance, and he's still not making contact with the ball.
Lots of twists and turns. Tossing and turning. Twisting and falling. But he's going to be all right. Brown now faces up to, is this Shiv Benjamin. He plays and misses. Benjamin is bowling the 19th over, which is Shiv's final, I think.
Yes, final over.
Did he get a wicket?
Yes, he got a wicket.
Yes. He comes ball to Brown, and it beats the batsman. Comes off of the pad, I believe. I'm waiting to see. Beats the wicket keeper. A wide signal, so we've gotten 2 wides. And the score until 99. So they're going to be able to get the 100, it appears. 99 for 9. You know those figures?
99.
9 for 99. But the Indians, them still survive.
You remember a very long time song, Frankie.
The real master, just like a wall. They couldn't out Gavaskar at all. Not at all. Left armer in Benjamin. Flighted delivery brings the batsman forward, and there is no run had. We do not know the name of that batsman, Remy. Could you give us that batsman? He's not hearing us when he should hear us. He doesn't hear us. Maybe he himself doesn't even know. He comes forward easily and plays it right down and essaying what he should have done. Yeah.
Remy, who is that batsman? Thank you, Remy. Thank you very much. It's Maxwell.
Maxwell Proctor? All right, he plays and misses a wide delivery again. So they made it to the 100. So Maxwell Proctor has come out of retirement, and he plays it easily into the offside. Forcing it down, thinking he should have had a single. Going to over number 19, and it is 100 for 9. I was just singing the song, now we got 9 for 99. But the Indians still survive. I don't know if you would know that too, but he was a spinner out of, this time they are hustling for the single. Mentos just picks up, doesn't bother to throw, and they have gone on to 101. 101 it is for 9. He was out of Trinidad. Here we go.
Yeah, but there was another song, No Bowler Holds a Terror for Vivian Richards.
That's true. That's way later. This time he's gone. Richardson, Benjamin does his dance. It's all over. Brown continued to dance but didn't dance wisely. Richardson had the final dance. Benjamin had the final dance. Brown was bowled by Benjamin, and he went for 5. So 101 all out. 101 all out. The Masters losing by some 55 runs.
Yes, they tried getting into groove, but they were beaten by the foreign stars. Here we see Charlie Hall, Cali Rogers among the scoring again, which is one of their mainstay. We saw Bowen trying to push the scoring on, but the foreign stars had the better part of the Masters.
Bowen got 32. How many did Morton get? And that not Morton. Cali Rogers. And if we can get some bowling figures, it would be nice.
Cali got 8 today.
Oh, 8. So Bobby made more than him.
Yes, Charles had 4 overs, 1 wicket for 11. Harris had 1 wicket for 12. Benjamin had 2 wickets for 15. But the real destroyer was Wasim Mentos, 4 for 16. 4 for 16 for Wasim Mentos.
4 overs, no maiden, 16 runs.
16 runs, 4 wickets. He was the main destroyer.
And how many runs came out of Benjamin?
17.
17 runs. So Benjamin 2, Harris 2, Charles got 1. We had a run out, isn't it?
Yeah, 1 run out.
And Mentos, 4 overs, no maiden, 16 runs, 4 wickets. So there you have it, folks, from the James Warner Webster Park. Please feel free and be happy to join us next week. At the end of the week, on Saturday we have the semi-finals, and on Sunday it will be followed by the playoffs for 3rd and 4th, and the finals for the winner at the James Warner Webster Park. We are happy to have had you. We thank Radio Anguilla. We thank our good friend, the man at Bear Hammer, for taking us through, and for the television crew for allowing you to view it and to hear it. From us here, on behalf of the other commentators, Sam and I would like to say thank you for listening, and join us again next week. Have a blessed evening.
Frankie, it was nice being with you.
Yep, it's good being here. Okay. Right. So you have it. They will come and talk to you. Yes, everything there. Target.